Welcome to the latest raging addiction. This many crazy positive reviews are never wrong. First, we need to pick a tower set. I'm gonna go with this one because it has a basic tower that's cheap to buy and upgrade. A cannon tower is always fun, and icicle towers in case we get warm. And then I'm gonna select time saving device. The preparation time between each round is halved. For every 10 seconds remaining on the timer, I get 3 gold. And let's face it, I'm more of a doer and less of a thinker, so we're not going to put a lot of time into the strategy. The way this works is we get to pick one of these Tetris pieces. We put them somewhere on the map that alters the enemy's course. So naturally, we want to put it somewhere where it's going to make them go through lots of different twists and turns. And these pieces on the ground give bonuses. This is extra range, this is extra damage. So let's start with an icicle tower. We're going to give it a lot of extra range. Nope, we're not. We're going to misclick. We're off to a good start. We're going to put an icicle tower there. That one's ready to go with extra range. And then with my remaining piece, I'm just going to put it over there. That way the enemies can't reroute this way. I can make them go back and forth over here. We're ready to start. So the icicle tower so far is absolutely destroying them. That one actually dropped a treasure chest. That's quite rare. So for this we get 2 temporary boost cards plus a special tile. This one has an arcane boost and an explosion on it. Also the first wave is done. Nothing to do there. We don't have a lot of time to waste before the next wave starts if we want our bonuses, so we're going to start going like that. And I'm going to block off this one over here just with something like that. And then we'll start to make them do a big dance to go around. That explosion one I think was that one, so we're going to place it there. The monster killed by the tower on this tile causes 10 fire area damage. So we're going to put our best tower there, and we're going to upgrade that tower to extra range and fire rate. And then we're out of money, so let's just start the wave with 40 extra seconds. That gave us an extra 12 gold, which is a lot. Okay, there's a big one coming in. That one exploded. That explosive thing is going to be great, especially if we can get the enemies to converge quickly. These icicle towers seem really strong for our first little wave of idiots though, so they're doing their job. We'll throw a cannon tower in there somewhere, maybe right here. We will have to push them a little bit over further, but that's okay. They're still going to join up over there, and now our cannon tower is going to get extra explosive. We have 67 seconds left, so we're just going to throw like a basic tower somewhere here just in case, because they're decent. And we'll see how the towers hold up against the walking crabs right now, but I think they're up to the task of defeating them. We should also upgrade the bomb tower. It's going to get an extra 100% fire rate because it already has a damage boost. The enemies are getting closer this round. The giant swollen bees are a little bit stronger, but we have a lot of money to work with, plus 2 treasure chests. I don't really use a temporary boost a lot. I'm not really sure what that little guy is, so we're going to get it. Well, what is this? A happy... Oh, it's a single little spot. That's actually really useful. Okay, the other treasure chest has 3 different pieces of all sorts of different things. We could have a fire boost, we get a range boost, we get an arcane boost. Mostly, I'm going to upgrade the towers I have right now because they're going to need a little bit of extra help. I'm going to put an icicle tower here. That's mostly just going to attack this lane. I'll probably do the same on the other side. We'll give a range boost here. We'll make the idiots have to zigzag around a little bit. That'll also get one of those because it's got a giant range boost. And we'll just start with that. These early waves generally aren't very strong. We don't really have any thing with a slowing effect right now, but we'll gain towers as we go anyway. I think this is going to be okay. In case it's not, we're going to put one of these in. That's going to put a fire rate up on that. We're going to put one of these in and fire rate up on that. And there was an angry bee in there. And another cannon tower because extra damage, extra range. That's going to help destroy things like that. I'm just going to start the next wave because I want the extra money. I know we're not really spending the extra money yet, but it's better to have it and not need it. I'm going to see if I can put a tower in there, which I actually can. So we're going to put a cannon tower in there. That's going to attack this and a little bit of that, especially if we boost its range. There's a bigger boss type coming in. I sort of forgot about them. They can definitely stun my towers, so he almost got through. There's another one coming in, so let's be sure that we got a little bit of diversity of what we're doing here. Another frost tower here, another frost tower there. Those can reach a long way so they won't get stunned. We're just going to start the next battle because we can never have too much money. This is the final wave. We're going to put that there and give him an extra fire rate. We'll put damage up once the bosses come in as well. But for now, we are so far ahead of the curve that it's kind of laughable. Okay, another frost tower here. That's going to get extra damage and fire rate. He's getting close, so let's go damage up on this tower. Damage up on that tower. Frost pulse on, I don't know, that tower. And then that should slow them all down and freeze them. And so far we're wrecking the final wave. There is one more giant wolf coming in. I don't think he's going to last very long. He's got to get through the wave of everyone, and he only stunned 2 of my like 50 towers. So now we get to add one of these pieces, but we get to decide the rune that goes on it. So I'm going to put a speed boost on this, so whatever we put on top of that's going to have a 100% faster attack speed. I noticed the frost tower is already quick, so let's make it quicker. I do like the sound of a decimate tower. It sits in a weird cross shape, but it's very expensive. That means it's very good. It basically poisons everything in an area. Okay, next we're going to go to the barracks instead of a fight, because this is going to give us a challenge to accomplish. Draw at least 15 cards and we get a reward of those. Although we could also get a hammer tower if we don't build any walls during the battle phase. We can avoid building walls during the battle phase. Okay, now as you can see, there's obviously multiple lanes getting close, so we got to decide which side we want to get enemies to. So we're just going to plug this one like that. Now all the enemies have to come past this point, which they will, and then we will destroy them as they do. So we just got to decide how we want to route them in, probably like that. That way they've all got to go past this tower, which is going to be an ice tower. And we're also going to put just a regular basic tower right here with extra damage and extra range. That way nothing can get through. The first wave is usually really easy anyway, and I think I want to try and get the Decimate Tower on top of the Speed Rune. That way the Decimate Tower will be 100% quicker. Also, we should probably pick up one of these. I'm going to take the one with 2 extra L pieces because they both have boosts on them, and we like boosts. I think that was wave 1 done already. Okay, I'm going to put the speed tower here like this. I know it's not really a big maze for the enemies to work their way through yet, but we'll get there. They'll just have to continually zigzag through it all. I also need to make a spot for my twisty-turny thing, so I actually put that in the wrong spot, but that's okay. We'll find a new home for that eventually. We'll go like that, and then if we put this one... Nope, that's a giant one. We go like that, and he'll go here eventually. I'm going to start the next wave now, because I can't be bothered to wait. We're going to put the bomb tower here, and he's going to get 100% fire rate, so he's going to be a rapid fire attack. And also just a few more regular towers again, just to be sure they're doing lots of damage to the few idiots that do make it this far. Then I'm going to save up my money because I want a Decimate Tower. It'd probably be better to put it further out, but the enemies come from all different directions. So we'll put it here. So this is going to poison idiots. We can also increase its damage by 20. And the monster hit has a 300% poison tick rate for 3 seconds. And we're just going to start the next wave and let things go. This has a lot of range on it, actually. I didn't realize that. And it's currently attacking the whoever's in the front. I think I actually want to change that to the highest HP because eventually we'll fight bosses. And if he could just hit this highest health enemy and start melting them, that would be very good for us. I'm also going to add a few curves to their path up here just because I can. We might as well make them take... Oh, I'm building during battle, aren't I? I wasn't supposed to do that. Well, that's what happens when I get carried away, which I often do. So we're going to put another poison tower somewhere out here because I feel like it's not really going to matter. We should also upgrade this guy to... The hit monster is 300% poison tick rate. Good. And then we're going to start the next wave. I'm a little worried that something might sneak through this lane, so we're going to give this guy extra damage. This one's also going to attack the highest HP. So the Decimate Tower hits for 72 area damage. That's a crazy amount of damage. Ooh, we almost should aim for the biggest group of idiots. So maybe furthest progress is the best. Whatever the case, we seem to be doing okay with our strategy. The explosion leaves a cloud, so it's going to leave an AoE on the ground. I think this can also, reach all the way to the end. I'm also going to slip this tower in here. This is going to have extra attack speed for one of our ice towers, which is going to get fire rate on top of that and range, so he's going to help out a lot. We're going to put another bomb tower here just so he can reach everything with extra damage and range. Might as well just keep throwing towers on here. This is also going to get a nice tower with extra damage and extra fire rate, and we're good to go, and we get some bonus coins for that. There's some bigger guys coming in. Not really sure what that is, but the poison tower seem to be destroying them. We are eradicating these salamanders one gigantic poison explosion at a time. Those guys seem a little bit tough, so we're going to add maybe one more of these here, just to be sure that they're able to destroy everything coming in, along with another ice tower. It's also going to be upgraded as soon as we can afford it, which is now. I can even fit a little bit in. I can build on these walls as well, but right beside the important structure we have, just to be sure we're going to be okay. Okay, there's giant poison clouds right here where everything's converging, so that's really starting to help us out. And, oh, okay, this will be good. Maybe one of these should be set to highest HP, just so we can start to just decimate Big Boy there. You can see the poison ticking away. Yeah, that poison wrecks him. Uh-oh, he's almost there. Can someone kill that? I think we got him, but barely. All right, I thought we were further ahead than that. We're going to need more towers. Oh, never mind. That was the final wave. That's why they were so strong. Moving on. There's a greater range rune here, which is a better version of a range rune, but there's also a poison rune. I think we want the poison rune. Oh, this is a two-part, two-rune piece anyway, so we can have both on there. We get to pick a new tower. I'm going to take a Chomp Tower. Bites nearby monsters dealing extra damage equal to 20% of the monster's current health with each attack. So against bosses, that would take out huge chunks. Okay, so far there's only 2 paths that the enemies are going to come from, so we just need to start wiggling them around probably here to get them under control. This is going to be my super tower thing eventually, so we need to place this somewhat carefully. Believe it or not, I'm going to put that there. And that there. The first wave won't be that difficult anyway, so all we gotta do is put this like here. And maybe just you here, and that'll be more than enough to survive. We're gonna give him a slight increase to damage. I need my super poisoner tower to sit right here. A lot of basic bumblebees coming in for the fight, and the tower is absolutely destroying them so far. I think we're only going to be attacked from one side because it's wave 1. So the single tower is going to decimate every one of them. And it dropped a treasure chest. It dropped us another piece with a poisoner on it. Also a scrap tower, I'm not sure what that is. But if I put that there, we could put the poisoner tower here. We'll put the chomp thing maybe... Depends on which way we're going to route. If we want both enemies to converge here or here. Well, I'm going to put that here. I'm not really sure. I guess these are just free towers that just sit there. So that's fine. Free towers is free towers, and the enemies have to work their way around and through all that. We'll see if we can make them go a strange path here. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll just put a bomb tower here because everything's going to converge here with extra fire rate. And then we can start with 25 extra gold plus whatever we just got as a bonus. These bigger bees might be a bit of a problem here. The bomb tower looks like it's going to hit them pretty hard though, so I think we're going to be okay. The early waves are generally really easy, but then they get excessively hard very quickly, very suddenly. But that guy's going to die as well. So our decimate tower is going to go there. He's doing extra poison damage. So we're going to give him the monster hit as 300% poison tick rate for 3 seconds. So he's going to do massive amounts of poison damage whatever he directly hits. So we're going to make him probably do the highest HP. I also have this one. It's a gold boost. So monsters killed by this tower give us extra gold. And we like extra gold. I should have actually just put that somewhere way out here where you could just pick out these little guys and just get a bit of extra gold way out there. The poison thing's doing pretty good. So, whoever he hits is going to melt. Yeah, this tower might carry us here. The enemies are starting to get a little bit closer, but we put most of our points into the poison tower so far. And speaking of which, we're going to do that again. We got another poison piece somewhere here, so we can put a poison tower somewhere new. So if I put that there and that there, I'm really making a mess of this, but this will make sense in a second. I don't really know if these things stack. I don't think they do from what I've seen, but this guy's also on a poison route now, and he's going to do the poison cloud thing soon. We're going to start the wave to get an extra 12 coins. Also going to put another basic tower down here, just to be sure if anything gets through that we're able to take them out at the end. But 2 poison towers should help. Every time they fire, everything dies. Now we're going to add the poison cloud attachment. So extra poison damage. Enemies are getting a little bit closer than I would like. So we're going to add a bomb tower and a basic tower to the end just in case things slip. There is some kind of bee boss here, but once the double poison towers got him, that was it for him. I got to get a chomp tower as well. He's definitely going to focus on the big bosses, so we're just going to go ahead and we got 21 gold because we didn't do anything. The chomp tower doesn't have a lot of range, so I really got to be careful where I put it. Hopefully in a spot where like, maybe where I can boost its range actually. I'll put a chomp tower there because that's going to be in plenty of range. So anything going by, he's going to hit. And that's going to hit the highest HP enemy always. And that's good because we got some big idiots coming from that side. We got big idiots coming from both sides. But between the poison and the chompy flower, nothing's going to last because he can take up to 20% of their HP at a time. Wow, look at that poison damage tick. Yep, okay, we're doing well. Ooh, we can add poison too. Converts the chompy flower's damage to poison, increasing extra damage to 40% of the monster's current health. That's crazy. And we got some treasure chests. I have upgraded myself to have a little extra odds of finding these. Oh, the hand is full, so we gotta actually put some of these down. I think you're supposed to, strategize and do more with this. I just don't, because I just don't. I mean, I really could, like, just put one of these here. Just because he will slowly whittle away things down way out there. Treasure chest. There's more junk towers. We'll take that, because it's fun to we can just put those out here where they just, slowly hit the enemies. And same thing, I'll just put one of these on a speed tower out here, and then we still have room for a chompy flower. Oh, there's another treasure chest still. So that one. I'm going to put a chompy flower way out here. He's going to get a little bit of extra range, but he's just going to bite things that go by way out there. So this guy's not doing much out here, but he's just sort of out here by himself. We're going to give him Arcane Blast. We're going to give Coin Hunter to our Poison Hunter. Stun Enhance to whatever that one, and Toxic Coating to anything at all, you. So the chompy flower is going to start chomping these right as they get poisoned, so anything that comes through this range is getting absolutely boned. And we're making the final wave look pretty easy so far, and we don't even have a tower like out here where we could easily be doing tons of extra damage. All we'd have to do is put something there. That was the final enemy of the final wave. Wait, they split into smaller enemies, but then my chompy flower ate them. When in doubt, a greater speed rune never hurts. It just makes the tower attack 100% faster. So imagine that with our big poison tower. I think that would actually pair nicely with a frost tower. It's getting expensive to buy some of these, so let's just have a frost tower that's going to slow them down so they slowly walk through poison clouds. Next, we're going to visit the shop in case there's something fun to find here. Like this. Resonant Poison. Gain 5% extra critical hit chance on poison monsters, and critical damage is increased by 200%. Yeah, we're big poisoners, so that's going to pair nicely. Okay, and this one looks like enemies are going to come from 2 different sides, so we're going to block off one of those right away and have them go around, so they're both coming from the same direction-ish. Same thing over here. I'm going to block them hopefully twice so they can, yeah, if I go like that, they'll all come in the same way here, and that's going to work much better for me. So to begin, I'm going to put one of those here and a basic tower here, and that should easily take care of the first wave. I'm going to upgrade this guy, a little bit of damage and range, so his damage can go up to 4. That actually gives him a lot of extra damage. We're basically fighting walking berries. That's probably insulting to berries, so these guys are very weak. Wave 1, very easily done. We'll get some a free draw of cards, and we got a poisoner and a range booster. I'm going to change things up for just a second. Hopefully this makes as much sense as I think it does, because I can put the poisoner right there. And he can reach everything. Then I think I can still reroute these guys over to this side with if I block them off in the right spot like that. Which apparently has completely re-steered these guys. But if I block them enough times, they'll eventually make their way to the same spot. That should be fine. I also get the option to draw cards. So like I could throw this out here in theory, and then they have to go all the way around anyway. We can reroute them sort of in real time. I think I just killed them with the block. They're starting to get through because I forgot I needed more towers here. And they even dropped us a treasure chest. We get some coins and some different pieces if we want them. This one could actually be good because this is going to get a greater range, and this is a gold tile boost. So whatever that thing's killing is going to be big for us. So we'll put something there that's going to do a lot of damage. Even if it's just one of these guys do lots. And then we're just going to put a few other towers around, and that's going to help us win this battle. We also have the Frost Tower too that I should very much take advantage of. So we're going to put that there where it's going to freeze all sorts of things coming in. A lot of enemies on this round. We're going to put the range up on the Frost Tower. We got to be sure everything's getting slowed. I want to upgrade this guy to the Poison Cloud as soon as I can as well. Because Poison Clouds, he's mostly going to poison right here. And everything's going to have to walk through that. So in saying that, I probably want a second freezy thing. Because once they get into the Poison Cloud and frozen, I want them refrozen. I'm going to start the next wave. As that's going on, I'm going to put one of these somewhere. It's going to hopefully reroute everyone in a particularly roundabout fashion. So far, the poison's doing well. Okay, good. I'm going to put a freeze tower on top of the extra fire rate thing. That way he can freeze extra efficiently. We're watching this a little bit in slow motion just because I sort of want to see what's happening there. But we're just getting a little more firepower here anyway. Now, I just added a few more basic towers in there, but we'll start saving up for a chompy plant. I think we're back doing well. The treasure chest had a few nice pieces. I'm going to take that one. There's another extra poison thing, so I'm going to put another poison tower down right on top of that. You might get multiple bonuses from that. Not really sure. Whatever the case, he's going to help us out bigly. He's just going to target highest HP, and I think we're good to go just on that. We're on wave 5 of 8. So he's going to attack big guys like this and knock their HP down. I'm going to put another freeze tower here so everyone's getting frozen. So yeah, he's got to walk through a lot of different poison and damage. He's also got the stun too, so it's nice if he unleashes stun out here. But yeah, he's not making it far. He only stunned a few little towers and he's going to get destroyed. With the rest of the money for now, I'm just going to add Frost Towers and extra damage just because they're really cheap and easy to throw in there. And that took care of that problem. We do need to add a Chomp Tower soon. Dark Grip, we're going to throw that down on something. I think that just means they can pull every once in a while something from one spot to another. That's a lot of wolves coming in. Luckily, we're stacking up giant amounts of poison. There's also a very frozen giant wolf who's probably also going to get poisoned quite hard. Yeah, as soon as he gets into here, they get absolutely wrecked out. There's so much damage through this slot. I'm going to take another explosive tower. You know what? It kind of makes sense if I put one of these, say, here. And one of those there. And one of these here. Yep, superficially done. And put a poison tower here. I can start poisoning these guys way out here. And he's going to do extra damage and poison extra hard whatever he's hitting, which is hopefully going to be a boss, so highest HP. Then I'm going to squeeze a few more little towers in here because I want a chompy plant. That's going to go right there. Let's get him extra range and damage, especially because things near him are going to be very, very slowed because of all that. I'm also going to put an explosion tile on, say, this one. Well, the next wave's actually starting. Might as well just start it then. Alright, so the big wolf got poisoned way out here, so that really made a big difference for their progress they're making. They're going to continue to get poisoned. There's a lot of stuff coming in. This guy's also going to go to the highest HP. That way he can chomp away the wolf guy here. When the wolf does stun here, it is kind of annoying how many towers they can knock out, but ultimately the results are the same. So let's put a frost tower here to slow everything coming this way. And they added a wall and a frost tower here. That way they're going to slow everything coming that way. It's fun having all of this money. Frost tower here to grab everything trying to make their way around the corner. which is now going to be a little bit more of a corner. And then we're going to add something fun here. You know, let's just add another poisoner. This one's going to attack quickly. He's going to leave clouds behind. Then with our remaining money, we're just going to add a little bit of assorted basic towers around, just, you know, because they'll help everywhere. And if these guys all get stunned, we need a little bit of backup support for them. I guess since we can afford it, might as well put another giant poisoner tower out. And that's good enough for me. Let's start final wave. The extra poisoner tower is going to be nice. We do need to... we're going to leave the poison cloud, just so anyone walking along the paths are going to get poison clouded really hard. There's a treasure chest, in case you want whatever at this point, coins. Yeah, the poison clouds here are probably going to pay dividends wherever they're getting hit. Looks like everything is just getting wrecked. This lane is completely boned. Nothing's getting anywhere near our base. Look at all the bees coming on this area. There's so many of them. They did their best to overrun us, but I'm pretty sure they're boned at this point. They're very slow and poisoned. Okay, we got another L-shaped thing. That's going to be a poison rune for sure to add extra poison on there, and a speed rune. This is fun. Lightning ball tower. Cannot rotate. Fires a lightning ball straight ahead, damaging all enemies in their path. Okay, this stuff was a little bit different. This guy's slowly going to make his way toward us. He's going to eliminate one of these towers every round along the way. So actually, if we can get some poison into him quickly, that would be a big help for us. I do want to keep the enemies in one lane if I can, for as far as I can. So to start, we're just going to put one of these right here. That should probably eliminate everything. So we're going to start the battle. Eventually, I will put some pieces on the minecarts to attack as they go. They'll attack the incoming waves. These towers actually automatically attack the enemies too. Obviously, the boss will eliminate the towers as he goes, but for now they're going to do lots of damage for us. I'm going to put a frost tower on that just so they can help as they go. The more pieces we have on those towers, the better. The enemy didn't even make it to our base. I'm going to try very hard to make them focus on one side or the other, sort of like that. So now the enemies have to group up way up here. Which is why I feel like this is a really good spot for the ball lightning tower, because he could just fire straight down that path and he's going to hit everything coming along there. And then we're ready to start the next battle. Really got to start getting some poison on him because he's going to get closer and closer. So ball lightning seems to be doing pretty good. He hits for 15 damage, which is nice. And there's some slow moving enemies coming along that, so that's going to be really strong. We're going to save up a little bit here to see what kind of money we get, because we are saving up a little bit for a special occasion. Okay, there's the poisoner card I needed. Depending on where that lands, we're going to throw that out somewhere we can utilize it well. Basically right here, because now he's in range of that, so we're going to have extra poison damage on him in particular. And this tower is also going to hit the highest health enemy, so he's just going to target the boss the whole time and poison him with massive extra poison damage. Aside from that, we're just going to put a little more defense back at the home base. We don't have enough coins for that, so a basic tower it is. Alright, so the poisoner is attacking the boss. You see his health getting whittled away there, so he'll be poisoned for a few good rounds for sure, because he's got a few towers to go through. We're getting some bigger wolves coming in. That might be a little bit of a problem. So I'm going to add a little bit of extra power here to hopefully not get knocked out by him. What else can we afford here? Yeah, those might be able to take him down before he gets there. We're just going to stack up towers. Perfect. Some of the other enemies are getting through. But so far, so good. The poison is whittling him down quite a ways. We got some extra money for that. So let's throw this down here. And then, can this actually reach him? I wonder if he's going to go across there. What if that will actually eat his health? That was either really smart or really dumb. And I'm also going to add a poison tower somewhere in this neighborhood, just to be sure that our poison is adequately affecting many different idiots. You know, since we don't have gold for it anyway, let's just let it go. Oh, he is chomping at that guy. Good, that's doing massive damage. 100 per shot. Oh, he's going to do 100 per shot this whole battle. That's great. I should probably actually try and milk this battle pretty hard then. Yeah, the Clompy Boy is definitely destroying the three-headed lizard. So I don't think he's going to be a problem anymore. These guys, however, will. So we should probably get on fixing these problems. So they're going to have to turn around here. We're going to put one of these in. He's going to start destroying everyone here. Another basic tower here. He's going to stun those towers. That's actually good because those towers are far out. So he's got to walk through all this damage before he gets in. So he'll die. Hopefully all his friends will too. And there's still a lot of idiots coming in, but we've taken so much health off of the boss as well. I've just laid that down there so we can put another range boosted tower like here. So we can start bombing stuff from a long ways away. I just need a little more damage through this period, it seems. It'd be nice if I get another poisoner in there, but it's hard to fit a wall in here now. Or a tower. So after that wave, the boss is down to very little HP. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to make this guy a poison cloud guy. So we're going to start having poison clouds probably up here because he's going to attack the first thing he can. But it's a single lane traffic anyway, so everything's got to walk through the poison. And I don't know if it's the upgrade or not, but his fire rate is a little bit better. So it might be that piece he's sitting on. I'm just going to put a basic tower on the minecarts too, because the minecarts are just going around moving, so they're always touching something. Pretty sure the boss is going to die this round. Pretty sure the poison will get him. Okay, since he's not touching anything anymore, he's going to get sold for 90. And I think I can actually add another one of those like right here and do the same thing. So he's just going to be continually attacking the highest HP enemy, which is the boss. So the boss is going to die quite easily. Yeah, the boss is officially croaked on wave 5 or 6, so we're definitely ahead of the curve there. Now we just got to deal with all these regular idiots. But I feel like that's not going to be that hard at this point. Especially with him here eating the wolves along the way. Not really sure our enemies got over here. Maybe they can move down the tracks. Doesn't really matter. They all die the same horrible death anyway. Oh, we just straight up won because we beat the boss. We didn't have to do the last one. But that's what we get for playing on casual difficulty. So addicting. We're going to use these beautiful, beautiful warriors to protect our very precious castle. They cost $100 to lay down and we can put them wherever we want on the battlefield. We may have a finite number of them. We've got 48 more we can sacrifice. And yes, I am considering them sacrifices. And when we've decided our beloved strategy, we press ready and out come the other idiots. Purple-haired zombies coming straight for our castle. Luckily, our defenders are directly in the way and that was a short battle. The next wave, they're coming from down below, so we'll move them directly into their path, and we can either add another soldier or look for potential upgrades, but we can't afford any. I do have to wonder what's way at the end of these branches. This one increases luck. I'm not sure how luck plays into things, but I am always a fan of it. I'm going to place a third soldier here because I think they have a little bit of an AoE attack, so they should be able to all combine their attack damage onto one idiot and destroy them all quickly. We definitely want to kill them before our idiots take any damage. Like that. He took a little hit, but the zombies tried to wander around. So for now, we'll keep them bunched up. That way they can group their damage on the zombies, and the zombies will surely bunch up over here. Really, I'm just trying to minimize damage on my idiots. I don't care about them per se, but I care about their role they have to play in everything. Alright, in come the zombies, and there's one more left alive. As soon as one more gets their attack off, easy peasy. Down to the other side we go. It gets a little awkward depending on the angle we're at, but I'm going to put them something maybe like this with the healthiest idiot up front. You know what? I can't afford 2 more of these, so let's put 2 more down, something like that. I think that's enough range. We'll find out. I can also drag the idiots around during the battle too if I must, but so far I haven't really needed to. This seems to work out pretty good because I'm not sure any of the zombies are going to make it in time. They're all being destroyed. But now we're getting a multi-angle approach. So let's put 2 idiots here and 2 idiots roughly here. And this one's a little bit crooked, so this one's going to get 3 idiots. You know what? I can afford 1 more, so 1 more human sacrifice. I'm going to adjust this one over here. That way it's hopefully a little bit even. Does that make sense? It doesn't have to. We'll make it work one way or another. Out come the zombies so far, and it seems the zombies are pretty even side to side. We should be able to defeat them pretty easily with minimal loss of life or damage. This one, they're both coming from the same way, but I bet there's going to be a lot of them, so we're going to thicken up our line. We're going to have some thick defenses. We'll put it like that. The zombies should wander in and everyone should get to take a bite out of them. We'll put maybe just a few more warriors around just to be sure we're getting maximum damage output. I will save $100 because we do need to save something for upgrades at some point, but these guys are working so good so far that we don't really need anything else. As long as we got these guys doing that, the pink-haired zombies stand no chance. Now, this cluster is going to walk up to my entire army and get absolutely wrecked. Plus, archers do cost $400. I've barely made $400 even now with all the zombies we just destroyed. So we're going to try the arrow pad layout. The zombies should walk into the first guy. By that point, the other 3 should attack, and that's going to happen on both sides. We're not going to have any soldiers here because I want to try and get the archers unlocked. This will be a tougher battle for our brave idiots, but I'm willing to sacrifice them. We got more coming on one side, so I've actually adjusted just a touch. We're done. We can still send 42 of these idiots out if we have to. But instead of that, archers, $400 to unlock. Next comes fire wizards at $1,200. They must be so expensive by the end. I do think I like the arrow pad layout. That seemed to work pretty good. Obviously, it doesn't really work depending on which direction they're coming from. But I think if we go something like that, it'll be fine. Plus, we can start bringing archers in for $200, and they have a pretty good range. They can attack way far. So this archer supports both number pad areas. We're going to start this out and see how it goes. If we start to take losses, we will start to spawn more. We only get 25 archers in total. Okay, we need to pay attention to which side the zombies come from as well, because the other side's going to need support. The more we can maneuver around, the better off everyone is. Like, they're going to have a 3-lane approach here. Luckily, they're all more or less on one side, so we'll just thicken up our lines. Okay, Okay, with this, we're going to spawn in another archer here and here maybe. That way they can attack. I am going to bring in maybe just a few more sacrifices, really. And then the archers are going to be here firing from behind. They're more expensive, so we're actually going to try and protect them. They are literally twice the value of my idiots. So far, so good. There's not a lot coming in from the top, so we're going to move some of our soldiers down. That zombie's getting way too close, but that's fine. We took minimal damage. All right, we're going to go like this. Put an archer there, put an archer there, and we could definitely afford a few more archers, and I feel like they're going to be good because they can get their damage off without any risk. Then we're going to put one more soldier, maybe just over here. We've got 69 stars. I guess we could upgrade our luck at some point as well. I'm just not entirely sure what that's going to do for us. But if you guys do real well, you'll eventually get replaced by fire wizards, and that's going to make everyone happy. We'll see which way the zombies come out. They're starting to send archers themselves. Those are going to be a little bit problematic for us. We killed that one. We're about to kill this one because the archers walk straight into battle for some reason. We're definitely going to need some thickness up top, if you know what I mean. And definitely a lot more thickness at the bottom. I actually don't want the archers too near the front line because the zombies will sort of get around them. And when they do, they will start to hit the archers. And I'd rather them actually hit the castle than the archers. I kind of want to experiment. What happens if I put an archer like up there and then another one somewhere over here? You should be able to pick at them and they won't go anywhere near these guys. That's my theory, at least. So we'll see how that actually plays out in reality. So there's an archer there who, what's he gonna do? Okay, he just fires at my regular guys. Speaking of which, you get up there and start hitting the archer. The archers are gonna cause problems. We're getting good at this. I'm gonna try not to add any soldiers this time. We're up to $800. So if we can manage to get through this, then we should be able to unlock fire wizards as long as we're not taking too big a losses. If we start taking that, we're going to have to start spamming a whole bunch of units onto the field. I feel like the zombies are getting faster, but maybe that's just me. Okay, I'm going to add just a few soldiers in there because I got a little nervous. We're still okay. And we have enough for Fire Wizard. $1,200 is better be worth it. Conjures a fireball with high area damage. They're going to cost $600 each, and we only get 14 of them, so we got to be careful with those. I'm not really sure which direction is going to need more thickness on this one, but we just did the usual strategy. Swords up front, archers in the rear or the sides. Yeah, and as soon as we get a fire wizard, we can start to absolutely wreck those giant hordes. Okay, there's definitely more going to the bottom, so we're going to put one down there, and even we're going to move this guy onto the right there, so we can take out the archers quicker. The archers will cause way too many problems if we don't destroy them. Time for our first fire wizard. So we're going to put one of those probably over here. Their range isn't huge, but we'll hit this cluster. We'll be able to see clearly what they're doing. They'll be supported by a couple archers, and then we'll put the thickness up front again. Probably going to spawn a few more soldiers over here because we definitely lost a few in that last battle. And more thickness is the answer here. Maybe just one more here and one more here just in case, because the archers are running low too. But we're ready to go. I want to see what the fire wizard does and how big his attack is, because we might put him here where everyone's going to group up. Okay, he has like a giant mortar shot. Okay, you're going over here where all the idiots are, because this side is perfectly fine. We just can't let the fire wizard get hit by anything. Okay, you sit there and fire in on them. Oh, he took a big shot from the archer, but he also wrecked the archer in response. So we might have a new strategy that's a little bit... We'll sacrifice this guy, and the fire wizard can land a fireball shot down on the enemies to group up on that poor guy. You know what? A second fire wizard probably isn't going to hurt anything. We're going to put him here where he'll hopefully hit everyone who's grouping up on these poor guys. Then we're going to put a little bit more thickness up front. You can never have too much of that. And we lost a few archers along the way, which is weird considering my strategy is absolutely flawless. But on that note, let's let this go. 2 fire wizards. That one's disguised as a rock. Depending on where they group up, yeah, like if they sit on the portals like that, they do so much damage to so many. We just got to be careful that nothing gets too close to them. Wow, it actually gets... It's so chaotic. Wow, this guy's wrecked my lines. Can someone kill the zombie killing the castle? I'm going to increase my luck. So these guys have a 30% chance to crit. If I do that, does that change anything? We can keep our luck going up. Increase enemy spawn time by 50%. I don't... Does that like thin them out? I assume that thins them out. There's also a defender with a high amount of health for 3,600. I would love to get some of those. Those are the real thickness. Wind wizard. Summons a hurricane that pulls and pushes enemies. Lightning emanates, dealing damage in a small area. I don't know any of that. Okay, so they replenish. So we can have 50 of these defenders at a time if we want. So it's not like we have a finite number. That helps because we can just put these guys everywhere. They're $100 each. They're very cheap for us to sacrifice. I'm going to put the fire wizards maybe to the other side. I'm really worried about them getting hit too much. They do a lot of damage if they're up here, but they do catch a few stray arrows. So as long as they're in range of the edge of the battle, I think that's okay. Or maybe it won't be. $600 to replace them isn't the end of the world. I've sacrificed greater things. We're getting some big purpley zombies coming in. That's interesting. Okay, not entirely confident about this one. Okay, more guys in. Okay, and okay, everyone get up there to destroy these. Did I lose a fire wizard? I did. I lost a $600 wizard. Might have to refine my strategy to put some units out closer to the portals. That's a lot of everything. Might try a bit of a different strategy. The problem is it all happened so quickly. Earlier it felt a little bit more manageable because there wasn't a whole bunch of idiots flying at me at once. Now I feel like I'm fighting everything all at once and I don't really have time to react. But because I never learn anything, there's a fire wizard there and a fire wizard here. I feel like they're going to solve my problems. We're going to put an archer behind that one and an archer maybe here because they have a lot of range. And then we'll get ready to spam more foot soldiers in should we need a little break. So far so good. There's definitely a big boy coming in up top. We're going to put some soldiers sort of in the way because they're quick. They get around my defenses. That's sort of the problem. I feel like I lost a fire wizard again somewhere. It really gets hard to pay attention to things after a time. Those guys might be ranged. Okay, so I did lose a fire wizard and a whole bunch of units. It's hard to say if the fire wizards are doing much. They're a lot of fun, but I'm going to replace them with good old-fashioned archers for a little bit. $600 per wizard as a sacrifice isn't really great. Until I understand better where to put them, they're going to have a timeout. Wind wizard, on the other hand, we'll get to those. For now, wow, that's a lot coming in the bottom. That's a lot of those guys. Okay, this is going to be a tougher battle. Luckily, we're up to the task of defeating them. Probably. There's times like this when I feel everything just sort of like lags and there's not much happening, but luckily the castle really didn't take any damage still. It's getting to be such hard work replacing all the idiots that die every round. That's going to be a close battle, maybe a little more thickness on the bottom, one there and there. Then we can forward a few more archers. I think as long as we surround the castle too, idiots can't get all the way to it. They've got to fight through the people before hurting my precious castle. And I don't know what point we're going to be able to save up for more upgrades, but we should get there soon. We're making a lot of money every round. And the rounds always start good, especially if the fire wizards can reach them when they're all grouped up like that. So now we just sit back and wait and see how this transpires. Maybe we'll put one of him here so we can hurt the archers. But these guys do get through, like the outer units, and do get through to the archers, which definitely hurts. So given the state of how expensive fire wizards are to buy, I think defenders are going to be considerably more, even 3 times the price. So I think we're better to upgrade the warriors for now. Critical chance will go up to 60% and critical bonus damage 300%. That'll help knock those bosses down quickly. And it shouldn't increase the price of the soldiers. So $2,500, very riskily spent. I'm also going to move the fire wizards over here on this because everyone's sort of trajectory should leave them somewhere over there. And then with the few dollars we have left, just a few more defenders anywhere there's, you know, sort of a gap. And now we just hope for the best with our newly upgraded soldiers, but they should do tons more damage. So they really should whittle down these big purple guys. And now we're getting jumping spiders as well. They're able to jump right on over to the other parts of the defenses. But the soldiers, yeah, I think I can see the difference already. We really added very few units this time. And they really chewed through all that. Okay, you get right up there and just kill him. Okay, well, for our soldiers that really are that good right now, let's just go ahead and spam a whole bunch of them. Because our archers and wizards are still going pretty strong. So if we have lots of these, we should be pretty unstoppable for now. But of course, a few more archers just to, you know, make sure the idiots can't get too close. So if I put them there, they can still hit the castle essentially. So let's play this out. The only 2 I'm worried about are my wizards. The rest of them I could care less about. They're easy to replace. So the wizards just rained down a whole bunch of damage there. I want to move them back just a touch. Okay, they're good to go back in now, I think. Yeah, okay, that worked out great. The wizards are definitely moving there because they get to go up there where they can still get their damage down there. And then we'll just move thick boys into thick place. While we're at it, we're going to add a few archers just to make sure we're doing maximum amounts of damage to everyone. $2,000 left over. Let's see if these guys are up to the task. We've got a lot of thickness here around the castle. Yeah, the jumping spiders are a little bit worrying, especially that big thing down there, but we took him out. The fire wizards are definitely doing their job. Probably going to need another one of those because I'm pretty sure that was all fire wizard for that entire horde. I have almost $5,000 in the bank now, so we're going to put a little more thickness on the bottom and over here. $4,000 left over still, so let's drop one more guy over here. This isn't really a great setup for the wizards right now. Also, these guys are a little bit exposed. I'm going to put that there just to make sure they don't get destroyed right away by big things. The wizards can probably, yeah, they can still hit the edge of those swarms of idiots. Especially if we maybe, oh, we're kind of at the edge of the map as well, but they all died. So let's upgrade the archers. They're going to get 4 times the critical hit chance and double the critical hit damage. Okay, so these dummies are going to get in the way here. They're going to get in the way down here. The wizards will put maybe where these guys are, so we'll move them to a much more dangerous place. Then since we upgraded the archers, we got to celebrate by putting a whole bunch of those in somewhere. We don't want them too close to the front lines, but close enough that they're still going to do some damage. Maybe we want to increase our luck. I wonder if that increases our critical hit chance. I don't really know how luck plays into that, but we spent $900 on it. I feel like we're in good shape. Those archers are going to do tons of damage now. Yeah, so far so good. That guy hopped right into the archers. I'm going to move the fire wizards down here because I think that guy just got eaten. That's okay, because we absolutely wrecked that wave. So archers are good. 3,000, 3,600 for them. Let's unlock $3,600 defenders. And there's a healer. Healers would be insanely strong with the defenders especially. And we can give the defenders more health potentially. I kind of think it's not even worth getting the defenders out until they have a healer behind them. So long as we're not struggling at all, we're just going to go with good old-fashioned sacrificial thick boys. I wish these guys would die more in order. Like, I keep having to swap them all around everywhere. They should die in a more organized fashion for us. Oh, I'm actually at my max level of a lot of things right now, actually. Wizard's going up there where he's hopefully safe. He's going to be flanked by archers. We'll put an archer here and an archer here. And that's probably good enough. Look, I'm not going to move all of this around. Archers can reach pretty much everything. There's a fire wizard up there who's going to wreck the Viking skeletons. This will be fine. As long as there's not anything dangerous touching my wizard, I could care less what else happens. And that just makes it more room for us on the battlefield. I am going to try the spawn time thing just because I want to see what else we can do. The spawn time can go up. There's something called the Circle of Power I can unlock. Increases strength by 50%, defense by 50%, but you lose attack speed. That's only $900, so I'm going to buy that. And I don't really know how that works or where I put it. Oh, it's right around. Okay, so it just makes the people around the immediate castle much tougher, which sort of works against my strategy because I was putting archers there. That way they wouldn't get attacked, but maybe that was not what I'm supposed to do anyway, so we'll move the archers somewhere else. I guess on the inside is going to go some regular idiots who are going to be extra defensible but slower to attack. And if the archers on the outside is just kind of whatever, it'll work. Since I got some extra money, let's put a fire wizard here and a fire wizard, 2 of them down there. And then let's see if that makes any tangible difference. Gotta keep an eye on this one. I feel like this one is at risk of dying. Depends on which way the big purples go. Oh, I went to swoop him out of there and he died too quickly. The idiots are getting close. Fire wizard go up there, do some damage. Okay, he's getting arrowed. We're gonna move him away. Nope, never mind. He died as well. That's okay. We're still winning. I don't know if that spread the enemy spawn time out. For $1,800, I'm gonna buy that again because that's gotta be doing something helpful. And let's try a wind wizard as well. I'm not really sure if they're going to be much use. They're only 1,200. That's not as bad as I thought. Before doing anything, we need more of the little sacrificial morons. Let's try a wind wizard up there. Not sure what their radius is. Not huge. But we'll get them close enough to battle they can hopefully make some kind of difference. We're going to put one on the inside actually right there. Nope, that's stupid. They need to attack as quick as possible. So whatever. One of you just get in there, you're safe. I guess it doesn't matter because all the enemies spread out so much anyway that they're going to end up all over the place. Moving forward, I should just pay more attention to put safe things around the wizards. Like surround them by these units. That way the enemies can't physically touch the wizards. Or at least they take their time and I get a chance to move the wizards before they die. So far I can't really tell what the wizards are doing, but it's hard to see anything at all that's going on. It's just a lot of chaos. Here you go, have some more defenders while we're at it. You guys can stop to get stuck on these. Alright, all the wizards survived. We seem to be in pretty good shape. There's another $6,000 for us to enjoy. And we hardly had to replace any units, so I'm assuming that means very few died, so let's just get right back into it. Hardly have to move anything around even. Yep, this is going to work out well. And we'll upgrade anything we can from here too. There's definitely, they're definitely chewing through some of my lines here, but if I just spam click basic sacrifices around, no problem. There's also an arcane wizard for 7,500. Conjures a magical circle that paralyzes all enemies for a duration. Upon the conclusion, deals small area damage. So he would be good in conjunction with the other wizards because they could freeze a circle and then rain AoE down on them. That sounds like a lot of work to figure out for right now, so I'm mostly just going to press play. And then we're going to put, hopefully, the right units in the right places. Keeping an eye, of course, on my very expensive wizards. We can't lose them. And I like, too, how one of the wizard powers is pushback. Why do we need to push enemies back for? They're basically spawning on my castle. There's not enough space to really make that a problem. Gonna readjust the wizards just a touch here. Surround them by archers. That way they can't get hurt as much. But then we can also unlock the healer. 14,400. That's a lot of money. I bet they're expensive. Yep, 2,500 for one. But we could probably try that. Like if we put a defender there and then a healer, I don't know how big their healing area is. Oh, they just heal like in between turns. Okay, that's good to know. So maybe I should actually leave them out of battle for now. I don't know how much they heal. So we're going to start this next little adventure and see exactly how much damage the defender takes and how much how much we can heal them in between rounds. I don't know if that makes sense, but most of the things I do don't make sense anyway, so we'll just go with the flow. The healer does not have a very big AoE, very big range, but looks like that doesn't really matter. I don't know if the defender really took any damage there. We definitely lost some other units, but we got to be careful how we place this. So we're going to put a defender there. We're going to actually put a healer here, and then we're going to put a whole bunch of units around to keep that all safe, and the healer's going to start healing things right now anyway, so we lose less units. Even archers are pretty sacrificial at this point because it's only $200. And I'd sacrifice human lives for $200. That's no problem at all. I just realized the wizards are maybe in a bad spot. I'm actually going to move them if I can find them. Might have already lost one. Okay, how is my defender doing? Defender's good here. Did I lose the healer up here already? I should really pay more attention to where things are going. Well, the defender is still down here, so I think that setup's okay. If I built it like that, like I'm pretty sure I could put a defender here, a healer directly behind that, and just put protection units all the way around, and that's a pretty strong little unit. And then all the archers we can afford somewhere around that. And since we got a bit of extra money, let's put a fire wizard there and there. We're not allowed to put them there, and one way over here somewhere. I just realized I've been accidentally right-clicking on things here and there. It deletes units. I don't know if we get a full refund for them, but I gotta be careful because I think I just sacrificed a few of our own wizards without knowing it. But that's okay, I'll get over it. I could be moving my healer around in between rounds too. I just don't have that kind of patience. I'm not going to go around and heal every individual unit. So the fire wizards are going to get moved. You're going to get moved again because you're not touching all that. It's really hard to place the wizards in a safe spot. If I could surround them with defenders, I'd feel better about it, but that's really expensive too. Defenders and or healers, but defenders probably need a healer to live their best life. But I think it's time to try an arcane wizard. $7,500 for those. We'll replenish our missing morons. And that's really about all there is to it. We got some healers somewhere in there with a defender. It's really hard. I don't have enough space to work with. Wow, that's a big new thing. Wonder what that is. Probably something dangerous. Well, whatever the case, we're going to be fine. We'll just keep chewing away on all these. We can place some more units around because these are nice and upgraded. Just to replenish things. Archers as well, because they're going to do damage from wherever they sit. And then by the time the wave is done, $8,300. So we can get some of our new wizards if we want as well. I do actually want to try a new one of our wizards right here beside the healer, and we're going to put some better protectors around because we have just a little bit of money to do that with. You'll go there, and then one more of these, and then we've got a healer and 3 protectors in front of the one super wizard. Then we're going to put another maybe gray wizard here, and behind him maybe even a basic red wizard, and then lots of sacrificial idiots to try and block the way of everything coming at us. But we got big wizard power down here, so we can hopefully jam up the enemies and really wreck them there. Then we just need more of the defenders, and we probably need to upgrade the defenders. Yeah, we got lots of the big minotaur things coming in. Hopefully the defenders are up to the task. Wow, that's a lot of idiots. Okay, we're going to start spamming out sacrificial units again. I think I've still got my wizards. But boy, the enemies definitely almost broke through the lines. They definitely took out a healer and a defender, which is pretty expensive. But we got things back under control. We're going to put another defender up here and a defender here. Then we're going to swap that around a little bit because the enemies are going to come from the bottom this time, more so. At least there's a defender down there. That might work out. We'll replace this, whatever this is, with a $600 fire wizard. Then we're ready to go again. We basically spent all the money. Oh, these fire wizards can't be here. Actually, that's a bad spot for them. Let's put them up there where they're not safe again. There's no safe spot for wizards anymore. You go up there. This little area down here is holding out strong. I'm going to put some sacrificial idiots just scattered around wherever they can fit. Now we're going to see if we can build a similar thing on this side, even though it's ridiculously expensive. One very expensive wizard. Archers can just go to the side. Okay, let's see if we can get a defender, defender 2, and defender 3 in front of the wizard. And then one healer beside all that. And then we need to fill this in with sacrificial muppets. I didn't realize how many archers we'd lost over time too. We need a lot more archers out there. We gotta make some money back on this one. Also didn't realize there was one of those guys sitting up there. We're gonna move the fire wizards into here and put some archers around them just to make sure they're staying safe. And then, like the adults in my life have always told me, good enough. We'll just let this go and see how it plays out. There's definitely a lot of enemies coming in. I'm going to put more archers around because I feel like the archers can rain damage down from so far away. They're pushing right up to the defenders. They've broken through the defender line. I don't really have much I can do about that short of spamming $100 units in their face. But we survived. And I don't think we actually lost anything too important there. Nothing that I can recall that I miss. We'll take something out here, maybe you. And you're going to get replaced with another, maybe a gray wizard. We got a lot of enemies coming from this side, so a defender, defender, defender. Got to replace all the archers. You can just never have too many of those. Just ran myself out of money. We don't have 15 of these guys, so I'm hoping the bigger guys can make up for that. They could be more defensible, plus the healers and wizards will have to make up for some of their, well, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to start spamming them in. They're only $100 each, so we should be making that money fairly quickly all throughout this process. Oh, they might have got to my defensive line here. I got to keep spamming stuff in here. I need those healers to work quicker. I think the line's actually held on both sides. There's still defenders surrounding the wizards and healers, so that's actually really cool. In fact, you're going to get replaced by maybe another dark wizard. A couple more defenders down the bottom, defending our very expensive core. Then with my $4,300 remaining, we're just going to place archers anywhere because I can't be bothered to move anything else around. We have $1,500 left over, but we're just going to let this battle start because I really don't want to rearrange everything to restructure this. We'll be perfectly fine. Especially if I just start spamming. We're losing archers, but that's because I keep placing the archers on the outside perimeter. But that's because they keep dying on the outside perimeter. I take no responsibility for that. But now we can start replacing $100 idiots wherever they'll fit in. It's funny because my defense of like the healers and armor things are really, really working well. Like we're just going to start this next battle. I'm going to put it on light speed attack. We're going to put a few archers in where the enemies aren't naturally. But we'll just let them charge in for a sec. Wow, we're losing a lot of... Okay. But again, fast forward was a bad idea. They absolutely overran me in a second, but I did get a golden that thing. To date, we've got to protect this beautiful tower from the raging idiots that are going to walk down this path. In order to do that, we're going to need lots of towers. And to do that, we're going to need to eat lots of resources. To begin, we're going to click on trees. 1 click equals 1 wood. But once we get enough wood, we can actually build a wood harvester and then it can automatically chop wood for us. Now, shockingly, we're also going to need stone. So we're going to start mining some of that right away so we can build a stone miner and set up just the same thing. We have 4 minutes until the first wave starts. Some enemies will trickle down for now, but we do have 2 itty bitty towers up front waiting to defend us. Basically, if I'm not actively building something, I've got to be clicking on something just so we can stay ahead in resources because our timelines are tight. But for the stone, I'm actually going to put one there like that, and we'll feed that in a second. I just need a few more wood so we can build a second one of those, because then we can actually just build that all the way in, and we have what are called combiners, and it takes 10 wood to build one of those, but we can combine conveyors onto one to make our journey a little more efficient. Now we got 2 stone harvesters going, which is good because we're going to need a lot of these combiners. We're going to set up another wood harvesting thing actually right there so we can grab that extra tree, because that's fairly easy to build at this point. And then we just go like that, and now we're getting extra wood. I see the first customers coming up to our tower. We're going to keep a bit of an eye on that to see how our towers take them out. These towers are slightly upgraded. They're actually fairly upgraded from 6 to 8 damage, so they should hopefully take the mushrooms out fairly quickly. Looks like it won't be a problem for now. What we're also going to need is a sawmill, which, believe it or not, is going to turn a lot of wood into different, more valuable resources. So we're going to get one of those set up right away, because the mushrooms aren't the only enemies we're going to be fighting. We're also going to need a combiner right here, but that means we can also add another, not sawmill, a tree cutter thing right here in its face. Now we're putting lots of wood straight into the sawmill, which will deliver it straight in. That by default is set to making planks. Planks are going to be used for our next tower we can build. And as we kill the enemies, they themselves drop a resource we can use that's going to remove the fog of war so we can see a little bit further out into the darkness. I do feel like we're going to need more stone at all times, so we're going to see if we can just... yeah, put that right there. Now we're just feeding 3 things of stone in there. I feel like I've seen better designs for the map. Sometimes there's a lot more squiggles in front of our tower. That's actually a pretty direct path for the enemies to walk to the tower, so that maybe is going to cause problems. But we can already afford one of these. These just cost a little bit of stone, definitely some wood and some of those other resources, but then we can see further down to see what we're dealing with. And we've already got the wood we need for a ballista, so we're absolutely going to throw one of those down, because we can also make the ballista target things with shield. The ballista is good at taking out shield and just other idiots. Then because the next wave is starting, we're going to put 2 more of these towers here, just so we're sure to take out everything along the way. And then we're going to let the wave come over, click on this tree. So far, this seems like a pretty good start. We're definitely still going to need to build some more resources. We need lots of wood. We need lots of everything. But so far, we're going to make this wave look pretty stupid, it seems. The ballista doesn't attack super quickly, obviously, but it does hit quite a bit harder than the acorn towers. Okay, the wave is over. Now it's back to resource focus. So we're going to do a wood harvester. Whatever is going to get us the most trees. Probably there. And we'll do one there. That's going to turn and go in there. And then we're also going to build a sawmill somewhere here. One sawmill going there. And this one is going to produce spikes. I'm also going to need a combiner right there. Yeah, after we complete every wave, the general enemies are going to get stronger. So we need to keep up on our production of many things. I'm going to put a ballista here. The ballistas are always going to be set to highest armor, then highest health. Those little acorns are actually mushrooms are getting really close to the tower, so we're going to step up our defenses a lot. Time to click on more trees. We still need more basic wood. These guys are also running out down here. I might have created a jam up here. Not really sure what's happening, so I'm actually going to have to send those around, I think. They're going to go that way, and then they're going to combine here instead, because this seems to not be doing anything suddenly. We got our first crabs showing up. Those are what we needed the ballistas for. The ballistas need to attack those in particular to take out their armor, because the other towers are not up to that task. To make this even more challenging, we can only build up to 20 towers currently. So that's obviously going to pose some challenges for us. 20 towers is not a lot. Okay, I seem to got the plank production back going again. Not really sure what its issue was. We're going to need to keep exploring out into the darkness as much as we can. And we still need more basic wood production. I'm going to have to find a place to do that. Actually, if I just add a few more woodcutters over here, that should keep us going for the time being. We could do one there, and even one there is probably fine. There doesn't have to be a lot of trees. There just has to be enough to keep us going for a minute. So those are going to go there. Put that one on backwards. You know, we just put it straight there. That's even more efficient. So we're definitely producing all sorts of things we need. I'm a little worried about the plank production though. It seems to be jamming up once in a while. I really don't know why. So I've just separated it. I've moved it all over a little bit. The conveyors all seem to be working again. I don't know why they wouldn't play nice together, but now we're getting all the resources again. Soon we'll have the pieces we need for a catapult, although it's 40 planks. We're a little bit slow on plank production thanks to this weird machine's hiccups. I'm going to build one of these over here because I want to see more of the trees. I'm hoping we can get another plank producer out there somewhere. Although for now, I think I'm going to settle for a ballista because whatever sits on these pieces, I think get extra damage. So this ballista is going to go most armor and most HP. So that's really going to start to wreck the crabs. Things like this, I suppose I need to relocate because those aren't actually doing anything anymore. So the next wave is also starting, so I get to pay attention to that, but that's going to go there. And this is going to feed into resources there just for more basic wood production. We got to make sure this wave isn't overrunning us. So far, looks like we're actually okay. It looks like it, but if the mushrooms do start to swarm us, it happens quite quickly. So you know what? Maybe we should actually build just a little more assurance here and there. It'd be nice to get a bit of a warning before they actually broke through our line. So maybe we'll put one there just so we're getting them hopefully before they get here, because it's sort of too late. If they start pushing through, even this is getting close. We can eat a little bit of damage, but definitely not a lot. This tower is not nearly as tough as it looks for such a giant thing, but this wave is defeated pretty thoroughly. But the problem with that is now we're just going to get stronger enemies again. So I'm going to put down another one of our seeing eye towers. And then we're going to put another ballista if we can afford that right here. And same thing, that's going to focus armor and health. I really need to whittle down the crabs, especially before they get there. Even just some of these here and there, just to make sure they're knocking the health down of everything. Okay, then I need more plank production. So we're going to set up a sawmill here, which means we're going to need a combiner here eventually. So a wood chopper, let's go one here, and can we just actually, no, let's not do that. Let's not get too fancy. There. The waves, okay, that bug might actually get in. Those things are fast. We barely got that. Okay, we definitely need more towers. Tower there, and tower anywhere we can fit it. Wow, those enemies are just piling it on now. Okay, something definitely got in. Pretty sure that's what that thing was. We're getting lightning bolted. So we're going to need more power. So look at everything piling in. Okay, I need to see a little bit further down the way here. So that's going to reveal a little more space. As soon as we can, we're going to need a little more wood for more towers. Okay, I can finally build my catapult. I'm going to put it right there. That's got really long range, and that's also on the spot that's going to give it extra damage. It's going to go for most shield and then most health. It's got extra effects on it. Not sure what those are, but they've got to be good. So that's the single greatest tower I can add right now. Hopefully it starts wrecking crabs and everything else along the way. And I can almost make another ballista already. So I'm going to squeeze one in right there after that, and then that's hopefully going to work. Hopefully the little towers can take care of the fast flying creatures. Max towers. Oh, we're already at max towers. Okay, we got to get rid of one. F is sell apparently. Okay, sold. My next ballista is here. There's shield, there's health. So hopefully that's going to work. Then I need more of these little guys so we can see further into the darkness. There's a wizard's tower out here or something we got to find. Once we find that, we can destroy it and then live happily ever after. There's also sometimes treasure and stuff out here, but we're not really getting that lucky. We're out of tower space too, so there's really sort of few options I can handle right now. There's another one of those, so we should actually maybe move some of these old towers. We seem to have even more armored crabs now. So let's throw another one of these here. He's going to get extra damage as well. He's going to go shield and then health. I guess that's our only option right now. Oh, we're out of stone production. Okay, we're going to have to do something a little unorthodox here. We're going to take you and put you straight in line with that one maybe. You are probably all going to do the same thing really. We're going to conveyor straight into there, and then we just put two combiners up. Right there, and then we're producing stone again. We have a wave starting, which is hilarious considering I don't really feel ready for a wave. We're going to go ahead and sell one of those. I just need a little bit more resources for another catapult that we can put on the super spot. So we're going to take whatever we can get right now. Okay, I think we got enough. I think something might have just made it in. There's a catapult that's going to go there. Same thing, it's going to target high armor and then high health. The catapults have range. Okay, we still got room for more towers apparently. So let's put this here. That's going to get extra damage. Don't need to put one there. We'll put one somewhere where it's going to get lots of range on it, like right here. We should be getting lots of the enemy resources. As they die, they drop resources, so we'll be able to see further and further. We still need more stones. I don't know how long our stone production was down for, but it really hurt us. There's a lot of mushrooms getting close to the front, but those little towers are all pretty strong there. So we're just going to keep pushing to hopefully find the end tower. Okay, we still can't afford what's next. We still need more basic wood. Oh, all these are running out of wood everywhere. That's not great. Okay, some of the mushrooms are definitely making it in as well. Okay, so I'm going to sell basically everything over here. The wave is done, but enemies are going to be all the stronger now. So we're going to put another combiner here. We're going to very awkwardly fit in a few lumber harvesters here because I'm trying to be cheap on resources. So that combiner's got to go that way, conveyor belt that way, conveyor belt that way. We got a little more wood coming in. Lots of very strong enemies coming our way. We're getting a pretty good pile up of things, so pretty soon we can get another. Actually, we can already do it. So we're going to sell one of our old baby towers and then install one of the new catapults, and that's going to go there where it gets extra damage. Same thing, high armor and high health. I'm going to manually mine some stone because I don't really have a choice here. Then we're going to reveal a little bit further down the way. I don't really have a lot of options when it comes to stone. One thing I could actually do is just make the mining a little quicker by going like that and maybe even like that. That's probably worth it. Little investment now. Perfect. Extra stone. Oh, I found the wizard's castle or whatever this is. I'm not really sure where the magic crystal is supposed to be that we're supposed to grab. I think it's somewhere out there, but yeah, I'm kind of guessing. Those enemies are definitely getting a little bit closer than I would like them to be. We're down to about, oh, let's call it 5% HP at this point. That's not great. We're right at the edge. Because we made it as far as we did that time, we earned 4 coins. So we're going to use that to spend 2 coins to buy the spike tower. And then we're also going to make the enemies drop 15% extra light essence. Getting things set up again, we're about 1 minute before wave 1. Looking at the spike tower, it turns out they're really expensive to make, but they're really efficient against just pure health enemies, and I think that's what we need. They're also really expensive. We actually need to refine stone to make them, so I've got quite a setup to build. The first wave is starting. This isn't too bad of a setup. The enemies have to walk through a lot of tower range to get to where they're going, and the towers are upgraded enough at this point that they're going to be able to take out the mushrooms no problem. The end of the wave is almost done, but that does also mean that we're about to get stronger enemies. But we'll start getting up with better refining processes soon. There's also a treasure chest there I want to grab, and also the power-up thing over there. So we're going to see if we can lay 2 of these down. I found the power crystal, so that's nice and early. Didn't realize you could even find it this early on. I want something strong here that can hit both lanes. This really only attaches to one lane, which is a shame. I guess for now we'll lay down one of these anyway, maybe even 2 of them. It seems wasteful, but we'll sell those later. Then again, I can already afford one of these. So you know what? Maybe let's move you, sell you even. That's fine. And then we're going to put one of these here. That's going to get more range. Okay, now I really need to get set up with something making spikes in a big way. So we definitely need some tree choppers. This was probably obvious before, but I should really just set things up just like this. I almost wish I could copy paste that. There's 3 different things absolutely going to be feeding into this. And this guy is going to be making stakes. I'm going to need just a little bit more wood to reveal more rocks for these guys. They're still mining, I think, that rock, but actually, I guess I don't need to reveal that. They're fine. The crabs are also coming in now, though. I think I'm going to need more towers just to be sure to take them out, which means we're going to need 50. With that, crab's actually going to make it in. I think he's gonna make it in. Something's probably gonna make it in there. That's not great. I gotta get more towers and wood. This game is unforgiving. Pretty much no matter what you're doing, you're in trouble. And because of the lane setup, because my ballista is only on the one side, I never even considered that. So a lot of these guys are getting through without even getting ballisted, which is really, really bad for us. So I've gone ahead and ordered a few more ballistas, so that's going to help take out the crabs in a big way. We're already at half of our tower capacity. Okay, I finally got the stonemason thing set up, so we got lots of stones going in there. Those are going to turn to the stones that are going to make us the spike towers we badly need. It seems I forgot quite a while ago to put a combiner here. I think I got distracted by the waves. Whoops, so this thing's probably nice and built up with wood at this point. Our basic wood production is starting to hurt quite a bit, so we're going to need to remove a few of these to the point where they can actually get some wood again. The next wave of enemies is already starting, so we're definitely going to get back to chopping a little bit of wood, just so we can be sure to have enough towers in place that they can really effectively defend us. I also just realized I'm not even using all the ports I could be on this, so we're actually going to change up our design again. Can you just go over there for now? You're going to go there instead. We're actually going to split this out and go that way. I thought the resources seemed a little slow coming in here. Okay, so this is going to get weird, but we're just going to go like that, and then we're going to turn this one and go that way. I just didn't want to sacrifice too many of these stone things that are so hard to make. No, we'll get more efficiency. We're getting such a jam up there. We were really doing this like with a big handicap the whole time. That was stupid of me. That cost us. We're going to jump back to where we get spike towers. So this next round, by the time the first wave is even starting, I've got a good rock setup, a very good basic wood setup, planks and spikes all being produced already. And shortly after the wave 1 attack, we've also got the stone quarry thing producing stones into the next thing. Don't want to forget to put a thing combiner there, so now everything's rolling really strongly. We are going to need a little bit more vision in different directions because this wood isn't going to last forever at the rate we're mining it. But I did also find one of our power crystal things, so I can put a one of these things right here right away. It's got some good range on it, so I can actually put it sort of something's actually making it through. Okay, we're doing so good, but apparently we need just a little more wood. I've expanded a little bit out the backside, and we find lots of wood out there in the forest, so that's really good for us. Alright, it's finally time for our hidden spike tower. I'm going to put that right there. That way it's hopefully going to get lots of everyone. That's going to go around the corner and hopefully just eat everyone's health up really strongly. It's got to be strong given how expensive it is. Then it's already the start of another wave, so I'm going to use what resources I have just to throw down a few more towers here and there. I'm going to put one actually here and maybe here for now as soon as I can afford it, just because those will get extra strength for now. It looks like the spike tower really is taking a lot of health away, so as long as I can strip the shield before that point, which I think we can, this spike tower should take care of a lot of what's left. We made that wave look really, really easy. There is a treasure chest out here I want to touch, so we're going to take the reward from that for sure. And we found the magic crystal as well. Enemies are once again starting to make their way into the problem zone, so we're going to set up another one of these here because I want to get the powers of this thing. We're going to set up a catapult right away right here. The catapult is definitely going to set up highest health and then highest armor. I think we got enough of the basic towers now that I think I really just want a few more ballistas hanging out here and there. We're at max towers already, but that's okay because if I get rid of one of those, we can replace it with a better ballista anyway. And then ballistas is always armor than health. And I've got another spot down here that would be really good for a spike tower, although one would be pretty good there as well. We're sitting pretty strong so far. I did also find another one of these upgrade spots over here, so as soon as I can, I'll throw something else there. But I'm really trying to save up for another hidden spikes if I can, because I really want to put that down here somewhere. The next wave is about to start, and I didn't realize too that I was out of stone, so I gotta set up another stone production somewhere, but that might have to wait. I'm at maximum towers right now, so we'll see how wave number 3 goes. The spikes would absolutely feast on things like that. We're waiting very patiently. Okay, got it. Max tower, right? So we're going to take one away. We're going to build a spike tower right there, and that's going to do some big damage to a lot of things along the way. Yeah, that's going to drop all the mushrooms to half HP along the way at least. And then I'm going to put a ballista way down here where he's going to also weaken a lot of things along the way. This spike tower is going to be huge for us because look at the pile-up of enemies we get too. Second ballista over here. It's pretty much out of range, but things are getting pretty beat up by the time they get close. So between the two spike towers, I think all of the basic health idiots should actually be dead. If I get another spike tower here or something, that'll be even better. But so far, that spike tower is wrecking people. So I gotta build more stone production. I also found the castle, so I'm pretty sure as soon as I reveal it or click on it, we've actually won. We're just gonna put that there to make sure we got an eye on it. I want to build more towers before we get to that anyway. This is gonna seem strange, and it might actually be a bad idea, but we're gonna go for this. I'm gonna relocate my stone thing all the way from that side. Let's make sure that's actually gonna work. Yeah, so far so good. So it's gonna come up here, then it's gonna come, whoops. down there. All I need now for another spike tower is 100 wood, which we should get pretty quickly because I got a lot of different things mining wood still. Although some of them are probably running pretty low. And I've completely cut myself off in a lot of directions. But we'll fix that in a sec. I need a spike tower first to make sure we're not going to die in the meantime. Looks like we're holding out okay. So I'm going to put the other spike tower maybe right... Actually, side by side would be cool. But having it somewhere there where the enemies are going to go a little more around. Right, I got to sell a tower. Okay, so the next spike tower's gone here. It's not going to get quite as much area contact as this one. Oh, we're getting a big guy coming in as well. That's going to be interesting. I don't know how suited we are for taking that down. Some of the enemies are actually getting in pretty close. Looks like the catapult's actually focused on him and hitting him pretty hard so far. The two spike traps are hopefully going to thin out a lot of anyone before they even get this far. Their armor should hopefully be gone. So while that's happening, I've actually got to like change all this around because these guys are all in like the wrong spot now, really. The big guy, there's a few big guys. There looks like they're not going to make it. They're already starting to lose HP and the ballistas are already on them. I don't really want to go mess with my wood setup. I want to see how these guys are going. Oh, actually, everything's getting really close now. Okay, you know what? Oh, we need 3 crystals. I thought you only needed 1. Oh, well, we might be in trouble then. I gotta put my wood production back. Something definitely just crashed into the castle. Wood production, go. I didn't realize we had to be farming out that much stuff everywhere. The big guy's also right on the doorstep. We did take his shield away early, but he's right there, and I think he's gonna get us. We still need more upgrades. I wish I knew about the crystal thing. This is a game that's all about clicking, and I am a world-class clicker. For every one of the next 100 days, we're gonna get clicks. 1 click equals 1 carrot, 1 tree, 1 rock, etc. Since we have a lot of stones, let's mine a few stones so we can build our first quarry. We can put that there. This is going to turn 1 single click here into 3 stones once an idiot carries them to here. That was the end of day 1 already, and there's some carrots sitting here that are easy pickup, but what we actually need is a farm because that's going to produce more carrots. In fact, we're going to need lots of farms, so we're going to build a few of those, but we also need a lumber thing. And we need lots of resources because they build towers. We get attacked every 4 days or so throughout these 100 days. So we've now got the pieces for our first lumber camp. We'll put that there. The enemies really only attack the main base or the tower, so I'm not really worried about other things. This might actually be a good setup here because enemies coming from this side have to go through that little gap right now. So as long as I keep these buildings charged up, 3 clicks will turn into 9 stones. Time for the day of the battle. Our resources aren't grand, but the enemies won't be grand themselves. Like here's a spider that we can one-shot. The day's battle is easily done. On to the next day, and we're going to continue to build more farms and resources. We build farms so we can build more quarries and lumber yards. Whoops, didn't mean to place that there, but that's fine. We got a few days until the next attack, so we're going to try and hoard resources. We already have enough actually for another quarry, so we'll put that there, even deeper in the stones. And now the resources and upgrades should start to pay for themselves thanks to our investments. Like a few more wood, we get another lumber camp. And a few more stones is probably the same for a quarry. And if you want to see what's further out on the map, we can just click around and it will reveal a little more. That can be useful. Right now it's not. We're going to be attacked today. I paused the game for a second because if we mine just a little bit of wood, we can build our first sniper or watchtower. I think we're going to install a sniper tower. I don't know which way the enemies are coming from, but those things hit really hard. So that spider just got nuked for 100 damage. We can take care of some of the spiders ourselves. And you know what? The defenses just naturally are up to keeping us safe. Wow, there's actually a lot more enemies than I thought coming in. Luckily, they're still all very weak. We used up our clicks for the day, so on to the next day. I do need a click factory. Turns 1 click into 5 clicks at the start of the next day when activated, so I'm probably going to need a few of these as well. Basically, more clicks equals more power, obviously, so I'm going to build a few of those as soon as I can. And click storage, actually, I need to keep up on these farms because carrots are life. Click storage will get us in more, I think, maximum clicks per day. It's another attack day, so we're going to put a watchtower down that's also very strong. I guess I'm just mostly going to put it here. We're going to have more enemies coming in today, so I need to be careful. The watchtower is going to fire a lot quicker overall, so hopefully it's able to protect the castle. We can heal if we click. Like you can see, our main castle is losing a little bit of HP, so is our tower, but we can just heal it right back up. The main castle is the one we don't want to lose. Everything else is probably fine. My turrets have actually run out of ammo, the clicks essentially, so the king's going to have to go do all the dirty work for us. Gonna need a better balance of things, but we still didn't lose any towers, so we're actually fine. But I need to pay a little bit better attention to resources, clearly. Okay, since these towers don't really, like I can't build anything around my main base, I'm gonna put some sniper towers further out for now, and then hopefully they're able to defend against the monsters when they do show up again. I can fit a watchtower over here, so that hopefully that can combine with the sniper tower to do some real damage. Okay, today's battle day, so we'll see what we have to deal with. I think these guys have to funnel through this little gap, so we should actually put some spikes in there. If they walk over spikes, they take damage, and that's just going to help us. And they have to walk through that little gap, so they get spiked real bad. I forgot to reload the towers again. So clearly what I'm going to need is a reloader. That's a guy that will go around and reload the towers for me. We got to keep him topped up, obviously, but he's a much more efficient way of keeping things going. So he's going to go there, and I think he can hit all my current towers, actually. I'm going to put a few more spikes in just because those were fairly effective at whatever they were hitting. And I'm going to add another click factory. We're essentially out of clicks for the day. But the rest I'm maybe just going to take a look out further to see if we got more resources or whatever. A bomb tower shoots bombs. I need one of those. Well, there's also a thing to increase tower radius by 1. That would actually be big. Bomb tower takes 30 wood and 10 something we don't have. We're currently under attack by 23 wolves and 8 bears. So hopefully the spikes on one side will take care of them. We got to remember to keep the towers topped up for once. They're coming from the north this time as well. I think overall we're quite okay. The reloader did such nice work there, I hardly had to do a thing. I'm going to put another quarry in maybe down here. I don't really want to mine out that defensive area too much. But you can never have too many quarries, and we're going to put another lumber camp up here to finish off some of that wood. We got a few days before the next attack, not a ton of time, but if we utilize our resources well, that could turn into plenty of towers. Oh, I'm also going to put down a barracks. That can let an idiot out that can actually fight for himself. We're going to put that right there where it's close to our main important tower. These guys aren't harvesting wood anymore. Oh, okay, so we'll take the partial refunds. So I'm going to need a lumber camp or 2 down below then for sure. And because I did get attacked from up top before, we're going to put a watchtower down there that can still hit the edge of that. They are going to start to mine out my little defensive area here soon, but that's okay. There's also a treasure chest here we're going to go ahead and bust open. That was full of all sorts of stuff. Maybe we need another barracks. Yeah, that probably can't hurt. We're going to put a barracks here. That way when they walk through the spikes, they got to fight whoever's in the barracks. They're going to continue working away today, so actually if I get only 7 rocks, I can put yet another tower in. I think I want to put a sniper tower maybe up top. That we can start hitting things up here before we even see them, because those sniper towers do a lot of damage. If we get lots of sniper towers, we could have like essentially a machine gun sniper tower. Idiots are already getting way too close to that. I'm going to put an outpost up there just to draw the snake's fire away, whatever those things are. That way that can tank the damage so our expensive sniper tower doesn't need to die. Then we'll check in on everyone else, and I think so far so good. Yeah, very good. With a little bit of our leftover stuff, there's one spawner up there. We're just going to take a look around and see there's lots of wood down there. Before the next day's even started, I refilled a lot of my stuff, and today's just a day for them to gather as many resources as they really want. We're going to increase the tower radius by 1, and we're going to harvest enemy bodies for essence. That's the purple material that I think I need for more upgrades. I'm going to throw a watchtower down over here as well. That way there's a sort of triple tower thing. If we get close to that spawner, we could actually, I could put a turret right beside it, but I think the turret's going to die fairly quickly. We could try clearing out some of these weeds to see if I can build closer with a bigger... That actually works. Alright, well, we're going to put one of those there, and that's just going to fire in a spawner for a couple rounds. And we're going to bulldoze some old unnecessary buildings. Now that I cleared a little bit more around this spawn, I'm going to put 2 of these out. That should hopefully destroy that thing by tomorrow. Maybe it won't actually. But that's fine because it's still pretty funny that it exists. Now, if I could start harvesting enemy corpses for things, we'll get a bomb tower soon too. I feel like I did lose a sniper tower somewhere here. Thought I had one more. Okay, it's the start of attack day. These guys have actually destroyed the spawner entirely, and they got kamikaze bombed. Looks like we're going to have a whole bunch of different things coming in. Luckily, the spikes will do a lot of damage. Ooh, okay, that thing took a lot of damage too. We're going to need more sniper towers back, because I need to hit these things way out here instead. This is such a nice little defensive natural thing that I'm really, really happy we have it. So happy, in fact, that I'm going to add more spikes. That way anything that has to come toward us, at least on the ground, gets really spiked up. I'm really happy my exploratory towers up here were able to destroy a spawner though. There's also somewhere diamonds in the ground. Should we need diamonds for something? Okay, I found 2 spawners over here. This is actually maybe going to be good because I think we can destroy both of these. Maybe we should just put a barracks in because I think those are just... Nope, that was a bad idea. To make up for that, I'm going to put a watchtower right here where it's hopefully going to destroy both of those. We're also going to look around a little bit, but I think the less spawners that exist, the less enemies we're going to fight. Okay, I'm going to place another sniper tower down here. That way it can still hit things as they get close to these towers that are pretty able to defend themselves. Today's another attack day. I was really hoping this tower would finish off this tower before anything crazy happened. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. But the eyeballs walked right past that for some reason. So we're actually going to just put a point back into that. The spikes seem to have done a lot of damage. This was a strangely easy round, except for all these eyes coming in, but I think we're going to be okay with these. The eyes took a really roundabout way to get to us for some reason. They seem to attack these up here. So those guys can stay up there and do nothing all day long. And by the time we're done over here, we should absolutely have destroyed that tower. And this is a nice little funnel point as well. Enemies have to go past this to get to me. Okay, we destroyed another spawner. Oh, we got 37 of those things. So that means we can build a market that can go anywhere. Now we can use that to trade, I think, 5 coins for 1 click. So if we need more clicks in any given round, we can add some on. Also, it seems we got plenty of wood. So let's put a little bit of spikes down where they might come in handy. We are starting to get tons of materials. These guys can still reach tons, so that's good. I'm going to actually add another lumber camp down here and a quarry probably also down here where we're going to refill some other things and maybe make another click factory. This is all getting to be a lot to keep track of. And then with the remaining clicks, I'm just going to get some more wood and we have enough for another tower of any variety we want except for bomb. Kind of forgot about the bomb tower, but we can actually afford one with just a little bit of wood. It fires quickly, 30 base damage. We can fit it here. Should anything cross the spikes, that would actually maybe be good. Yeah, we're going to put that there and see how this goes. Things are going to get spiked really bad, but then they're going to get bomb towered really hard if they get through the gap. Yeah, they're getting through, but they're getting wrecked pretty bad. Oh, the bomb tower just died. I didn't click to heal it fast enough. I think all the enemies came from one side though. That's why that was as bad as that was. They're still kind of getting in there. We also lost our barrack spawn. The spikes are starting to wear out, but we're okay. Okay, another bomb tower. Does our reloader reach that? The reloader doesn't reach the bomb tower. Wow, everyone's out of resources. They want so many of my precious clicks. Some of these guys are actually going to start running out of stuff to mine again, which is crazy considering how many resources are around for them. Shoots fire arrows that damage over time. I feel like that's actually going to be really good. It only takes 10 wood and 30 other resources. And we got lots of wood to spend right now. Damage over time, so we kind of want them to hit things further out. I don't know, we'll throw one up here and see how that works. Feel like I need more click factories too. I keep forgetting to fill these in, but we're also making more room everywhere we go. And the more clicks we have, the more everything we can do. We probably also need more click storage as well, so we're going to squeeze that in up here. I'm also going to put another reloader down here, and I'm going to manually cut some wood because we need a little bit of extra wood. Then we're going to put another some kind of tower over here that could work with the reloader and the bomb tower. I feel like the bomb tower pairs nicely with a sniper tower. We just need one more wood. So sniper tower can just go there because he reaches way out to the darkness, where there's actually a spawner not too far. Sniper tower should be able to reach that fairly soon. Day 33, we're 1/3 of the way there. This isn't an attack day, so we could actually place some kind of tower here. Should we just rain fire on that thing for a minute? Yeah, that wasn't that expensive, so that's going to get damaged over time, which is all day today. And we'll take a look at what's around it. Oh yeah, I've got to reload this. Yeah, that thing's doing tons of damage. We're also going to put an outpost behind just to make sure that thing dies by tomorrow, then we should have less idiots to deal with overall. I feel like there might be another spawner somewhere in the area. Well, there's some more of that. I might actually just put a few little outposts or whatever out here just to kind of slow the enemies down that come from that way, because that side's obviously very exciting for the idiots. Okay, that spawner got destroyed, and we'll find out where the idiots are coming from. 45 clicks today. I feel like I still need more storage. We need more of my carrots, which I'm forgetting to harvest again. Okay, we got idiots coming from up top. These are thieves. They're here to steal my something. We're also getting attacked by ghosts up top, so we're just going to make sure that's got lots of help. Okay, there was lots coming from down below here. The ghosts here are destroying. Okay, that thing actually fended off those all by themselves. The enemies are taking a strange path to get here, but we just, I think, destroyed them all. Yeah, so far so good. The ghosts seem to phase in and out of reality. Like, I don't think we can hit them at all times, only when they're actually showing up. Ran out of clicks here, so we're going to sacrifice some coins to refill some much needed ammo. I think the thieves or the ghosts might come in here and actually like take resources out of buildings. That's why I suddenly need to refill all these when I didn't have to a minute ago. Anyways, that great war day is over. Now I got lots more clicks back, so I just need to continue cruising along. I do want to explore a little bit further out. There's another spawner that could probably eliminate fairly easily, depending on what's 2 spawners. Okay, when in doubt, we'll put a sniper tower in front of it. We've only got like a day and a half before we're gonna need, so we might have to demolish that in the end. But we'll see. There's another spawner. This one's in range of a fire tower, so we'll park a fire tower on its doorstep, and then we'll make sure everything's getting real hurt. Okay, today's a peaceful day. I just got to make sure most of my things are stocked up. Some of these quarries are going to be getting away from stones they can't actually mine, but for now, as long as they're doing something, don't really care. Okay, these guys got absolutely wrecked up here. There's another spawner right there as well. I'm going to put a watchtower here because I have the resources left over. And I'm tempted to actually put a watchtower right there. That's probably going to get wrecked, but that's okay because that's going to start to harm the next spawners really badly. Probably going to demolish that sniper tower because I feel like it's going to get wrecked anyway, so I might as well get some resources out of it. And we're also getting attacked by trolls, big, scary, and strong. I feel like those turtles are going to be a problem. We're going to try and build some life back into that. We're okay. There's turtles everywhere. Okay, I need to keep an eye on these towers and keep them going as much as I can. I think that's actually the only places we're being attacked from right now. I don't really maybe... Oh, actually, you know what? The fire tower is probably going to be good against turtles. I also kind of want to throw a bomb tower down somewhere right here that can attack both of those things fairly easily. I'm going to trade some of my coins that I have for more clicks. We have 47 clicks if we need them. Because the bomb tower will hopefully hit multiple idiots. I'm going to keep that alive as sort of a sacrifice, sort of. Okay, this is getting expensive quickly. Gonna keep things alive as best we can. We lost the tower up top because I wasn't paying attention to that. Wow, turtles are tough. I'm going to do my best to keep that alive. Okay, we need to take out more of these spawners. Also, the trolls are getting kind of close to my base. Don't love that. So far, so good, actually, for most of this, believe it or not. The trolls are about dead. So the turtles are going to be a problem because they go into hiding for a sec. When they pop back out, only then are they vulnerable. We lost all of our towers here, but we didn't die. Okay, since there's a spawner up there that we should be able to fairly easily eliminate, I'm actually going to get rid of those because they're really only protecting against a single spawner. Then I'm going to put a fire tower right in range of that one and hopefully get a fire tower in range of that at some point. Found another spawner down there. Okay, I got this spawner up there destroyed, so I'm going to go ahead and bulldoze these guys because I don't think anything else can come from up there. I'm also just going to surround these guys with turrets to hopefully just destroy them in a hurry because then I don't have to deal with them. I don't know how strong turrets are by themselves. But we got 2 days to destroy that. Looks like we're going to absolutely wreck that. Now I'm just going to put some watchtowers down here to hopefully defend against whatever's coming up from down below. Maybe even a fire tower. Probably put those backwards, but that's fine. Because I'm pretty sure this guy's going to be dead by tomorrow. If not, he should die mostly coming into tomorrow. Got to remember to actually keep these topped up as well. But this surround thing is actually working really, really well. Then I can destroy those and get the resources back. So then let's see how badly I can beat this thing up by tomorrow. We're not going to kill it entirely, but we're going to kill it quite a bit. Then we're going to start the next day and we're going to have many less idiots to deal with. We're already getting the trolls coming in. The thieves actually didn't care about the turrets everywhere. So that's fine. We'll just keep these guys. The fire is actually going to be really good against the trolls because the trolls are very slow and they'll just slowly burn to death over time. And we are being attacked by down below. Didn't know there was a route down there for them to attack us. So those guys are pretty undefended. But that thing down there is dead. So I'm actually going to pause the day and destroy everything down there. I'm going to put a barracks right here to hopefully slow them down sort of in the fire. And also on the spikes. Don't know how well that's going to work. And failing that, we can also put another some kind of tower down here. Not sure what that explosion sound was. That's kind of unnerving. Oh, they are coming from other sides again. I think I'm overdue for a sniper tower anyway. If I put that there, he can fire down on these guys here, but he's also going to reach a lot of people in a lot of places. Okay, day 41. We seem to have some color to the map, but we've destroyed a lot of things out there. I'm also now have a building called the warehouse. That means people can drop materials off here instead of walking all the way to the main base. So like up here, these guys are trying to farm wood, and instead of walking all the way down, they can just walk a few steps to that. So that's going to be tons of wood for us. And I clearly need to explore downwards a little bit because there's a spawner somewhere down here. And there it is. I'm also going to utilize all the trees and stuff up here. So those guys are going to farm us a bunch of resources up there. We'll re-energize these and we're moving on to the next day, and pretty soon I'm going to surround this spawner and destroy it as well. I couldn't get all 6 of them around, but we got 3 and we got several days to do it, so I think that's going to be okay. Going to do a little more exploring to see what kind of other stuff is hiding out here on us. Found another spawner over here, so I might as well start work on that as well. I realized I have over 60 clicks today, so I need to be sure that we're putting these into everything we need to be. To make sure that these guys are going to die, I'm actually going to put a fire tower here to help get rid of that one. This one should be dead by the end of the day, provided these things don't run out. Okay, this spawner died. This spawner is about to die, so then we can remove these resources and we should hopefully have less enemies to deal with. Then it's just a matter of trying to figure out where else those idiots are coming from and destroying their spawners before they get a chance. There's another one. I don't know if the spawners respawn, like once we kill them, if more just turn up or how that works. But so far the map is getting very big. Okay, day 44, we're getting attacked. Something spawned right here. There's a spawner hiding in the shadow. That would be why. I'm not sure what these things are. They look kind of dangerous, so we're going to try and repair the towers right here best we can. And I feel like these idiots sort of abandoned their position, so we can just go ahead and go that in behind them. We're going to repair the towers if we can. You know, I'm going to put a watchtower right in behind them anyway. That should hopefully destroy them. We're going to repair these towers and restock them, and I think that was the end of the battle today. It's that easy. until I saw all of these. A bomb tower would be great here. I might have to settle for a fire tower because a bomb tower is going to be 30 wood, and I don't know if I can muster up that much wood. We can, but then it's going to be a little bit shy on other resources. But I'm going to put the bomb tower there because as they get close, we're going to try and repair that, but that does massive damage to all of them. Then as we start the next day, we should get lots and lots of clicks that we can spend on refilling, repairing, and seeking out more of their portals. This portal spawner down here died, so we'll wait till another one pops up, but I feel like we're doing good on that. I feel like we're getting a lot of enemies dead. Pretty sure these guys came from somewhere over here. Yep, they sure did. There's 2 portals over here, but they are hopefully not going to last long enough to do any damage to us. Spawner 1 is already dead, and I'm going to destroy all of those, and then we'll see what other kind of towers we can put there. There's 2 towers up here. A fire tower would actually be great, and then we can just surround it with the rest of the towers, and these guys will be gone before you know it. Because that fire tower combined with the little turret's going to absolutely wreck that one, and then this one's going to be dead, and I'm pretty sure last round those are the only clusters of turrets or portals that actually attacked us. So that one's dead and they're both dead. Okay, day 47, we've got plenty of resources. They're still showing up from here. There was a spawner hiding there in the shadow. There's also a spawner down here somewhere clearly. Looking at these guys, they're fairly weak, so I'm going to put a bomb tower in behind as long as I can repair the one in front. The bomb tower should actually kill most of everything there fairly easily. I don't know what I'm repairing anymore, but the bomb tower is wrecking everything. Yeah, so that was an easy little way from easy little spawners. Okay, we're just getting mass waves of weak idiots this round, but there's a lot of them. As soon as I place these turrets down, those rats turned around to fight them. I'm not really that worried about the battle. I think if they get close to the sniper towers, maybe going to take some heat because sniper tower is not suited for dealing with. Bomb towers are great at this. So I'm actually going to throw another bomb tower right there. We're going to have to keep a close eye on what's happening because we might lose some towers here for sure. We got to make sure they stay topped up. We're also losing clicks because we're not getting any coins to replace them with, so we're definitely taking some damage. But that wave's dead, that wave down here is dead. It's mostly just these guys. I think we're going to be okay. These little guys use such little damage that it's actually kind of a joke. These guys are actually completely out of attack, so if somebody wants to do something about this at some point, that would be great. I don't really have any way to generate anything right now, so can we just high speed this into whatever's about to happen? Sort of running out of trees again. I keep mining all the resources in the area. The biggest problem is just not having enough. So I don't know if killing spawners is necessarily helping us that much. It might just be funneling enemies further away from the base, which kind of helps in a way. So I'm just going to continue off my strategy. It is day 49 currently. Tomorrow will be day 50, so there might be a special event. I got an achievement for hitting day whatever. We destroyed that spawner right as it started spawning things. And these guys, you know what, we're just gonna... Oh, there's another spawn over there now. Of course there is. Probably not that far away, but yep, there it is. Yeah, I really feel like every time we destroy a spawner, this spawns more spawners somewhere down here because the map is probably basically endless. Every time we destroy a spawner, it just pushes them a little bit further back. Gotta make sure to keep all of our towers topped up on HP. I also need a bomb tower somewhere like here because they keep piling up on the towers, and if the bomb tower hits them, they all get wrecked. I lost a single bomb tower that entire time. Day 50 done. I found what may be the jackpot of all of these things, and I can get a fire tower in there, so these guys are boned. In fact, I can get 2 fire towers in there, so they're just going to go destroy these guys for the next few days. Well, I can destroy these spawners, and then the idiots get even further away. It's day 54, it's another attack day. There's clearly a spawner right there, and I'm going to see if there's enemies coming from somewhere else. This is a cry guy. It's sad and it wants to kill me. This is an angel. Moves when you click. Does it like when I put spikes underneath it? I can just follow the whole line of idiots and put spikes under them, and they'll slowly stab themselves to death. I mean, I got lots of wood. I can get away with that. It's not hurting them a ton. So the angels can't actually move until I click. So actually, if I put spikes under them, they just die. I should probably put a bomb tower or something over here to help these guys all survive. I kind of let these guys over here and don't help them. But you know what? I'm going to put a reloader back here to help all of these towers so that I don't have to manually do the work anymore. Then I'll probably take care of these guys. Yeah, it easily took care of them. These guys probably need a little bit of help. I'm just going to put another watchtower right there just because I can. I don't really want to think anymore at this point. Those little guys real quick. And they're actually getting a long ways in there and destroying some towers. Oh yeah, the angels move when I click. I forgot about that already. Okay, they're actually getting a long ways in there. But to be fair, I was mostly just trying to put spikes under the angels to see if I could get away with that. Which I could, and we won. And the very next day, I'm right back to bullying the portals. And then after starting the next day, I see we could actually fully take out that one, which would eliminate this whole end. But then I think the enemies are just going to endlessly spawn from this side as well. There is actually an edge to this map. But I think this wave's actually big enough that it's probably going to overrun us. I sort of take it seriously a minute ago, and we're going to pay for that. Although they took care of that pretty easily. We got 2 bomb towers over here, and bomb towers tend to be bad for these guys. Oh, I didn't realize we also had 40 coins, so we can also add 40 clicks again. Look at that bomb floating in midair, waiting to rain down death on all of these idiots. I think as long as we got... they're actually destroying that so quickly I can't even heal. They just get to it and destroy it in an instant. Apparently it's the end of the day, but I'm pretty sure there's still ghosts attacking us. I guess they don't count. I think I found another kind of fun strategy where if I go like that, like these guys can launch a few bombs, but just before he dies, I can actually destroy that and get some of the money back, and his bomb will still land and hurt them, and then I could do it again. And that actually works out quite well. I was destroying this portal when the next wave started. I got 2 more portals I could easily destroy. If I have them focusing on this bomb tower mostly, and also this tower, I think I can actually just sort of hold them off. Oh, I didn't even see them coming from somewhere down there. Yeah, whenever I destroy spawners, they just spawn more spawners somewhere else. So we might have actually just lost our castle. But we got to day 60. We killed 1,600 enemies. Today we have a beautiful tower offense game. We need to send our idiots like ants down the projected path, past the defenders, to destroy the windmills and eventually make it to the end goal where we win. If we destroy the buildings along the way, we get upgrades. So to begin, since there's only 2 defenders before the windmill on the bottom lane, let's just overload the bottom lane with 2 medium armored idiots. I'm not going to send anything up the top lane because we might as well just focus on this windmill and the victory condition. And here they come in their HD glory. Idiot up front is obviously going to take some arrows from this guy, but not a great deal of damage. He's in fact doing very little of anything. Perhaps idiot number 2 is going to be a little more dangerous. It doesn't appear so. I have a feeling that windmill is going to burn quite horribly. 1 and 2. That should be more than enough to destroy the windmill, and everyone else is still going to pile in there for some reason, even though it's dead. Now we get our upgrade choices. This simply adds units that we can use to attack. This adds even more units, but it's going to take speed off of the dogs. These are green emeralds, I believe, used for cosmetics. We don't want cosmetics, we want more units. So in the top lane, let's do medium units, followed by dogs. And on the bottom lane, we'll just do it with whatever's left because we have leftover units, and I feel like this is going to be the end. The dogs are way out in front because they're very quick. Because they're quick, they are a little bit weak, so they won't be able to stand up to as much damage. Although they're quick enough to really actually skirt past most of the defenses before taking too much. We lost a dog there, but 1 got in. We need to get 5 more units into that windmill, but given the state of things, I think we're going to be okay with that. The dogs up front are mostly the sacrifices, really. In went the skeletons, that's at 4 of 6. These guys are going on past. I think this guy is going to hopefully distract the archer so these next 2 can get most of the way in, if not all the way. I think that's going to work out well. Even he made it in with 5% of his HP. He's not doing well, but it doesn't matter. We win. It was a 2-star victory, which is a bit of a shame because I think the better we do, the more rewards we get. And here's where we can improve our army. We can click the skill tree to see what we can spend our blue points on. So we'll take something like pack. When the pack gathers, there's no one that can stop them. Every 3 dogs, 1 more will be summoned. And we can use the brown points to upgrade the dog themselves. When we spend 6 points increasing the amount to 3, because that will synergize with what we just got, and that's a 50% increase to the number. So we're actually going to add 1 more. Unless it won't let me, we have 9 of those. Oh, it's a different unit now, so we need to save up more of those. So we'll add 1 more division then. 2 plus 1, that's a 50% increase to divisions. As for our regular skeletons, we'll add 1 more to the amount too because that's a 33% increase overall. And now we need to decide which province to attack. The goal is to get all of them, but we need to be strategic about it, so we're going to start with this one down here. 1 building, it's easy. It's a rainy battlefield, so we need to get 6 units into the windmill. That's going to help us get a 3-star victory. So I think in order to do that, we'll just use our super dogs. We're not going to do them on lane 1, we're going to do them on lane 2. 2 divisions of dogs. With their speed and amount, I think they should bust through really, really easily. That guy's going to do some damage to the first one for sure, so we might have actually been smarter to spread these out. But we'll see. There's a lot of dogs, so they're only going to hurt so many of them before they make it in. Sacrifices must be made in war. We need to get 6 units in there overall. And once we do, units will get upgraded. I think we're actually going to get all 6 of these in because he's going to get out of range. This one's going to take some damage, and nope, not quite. We got 5 out of 6. Okay, this next wave, we're going to send 2 of the units of just regular skeletons in. They're definitely able to take a little bit more damage for sure, so they'll finish this off. And then we'll have 1 more wave to contend with our leftover units, depending on what this gives us. So we could lose dog speed, but add units. We're just going to add a few units. They're strong enough that we don't need any more. We're just going to pile a whole bunch of idiots into that windmill. So wave 2, I think if I put them this way, the regular units are going to start and then the dogs. And on the upper lane, we're just going to go 2 units of mediums, and that's probably more than enough to bust through these very paltry defenses. So the dogs actually came out first. That's not what I wanted to happen. I did that backwards. I think that's still going to be fine. We only need to get 2 units into the end. So the dog by itself didn't make it, so the dogs can't run out by themselves. The dogs need to be a little bit mixed in with the hordes of skeletons. But given what we're seeing here, the hordes of skeletons are going to march right through the defenses, because this guy is not going to kill them all. He's going to kill that one, but I'm willing to sacrifice that one. The rest of them are going to stroll right on through. We got lots through, and more importantly, we learned a little bit. And that's a 3-star victory. We need lots of those, the dancing skeleton, to celebrate. And because we've captured this province, it's actually going to feed us resources as well. Next, I'm going to take a shield spell for 10 blue points. It will protect all of my idiots from one single blow. I definitely can't afford anything after that, but that's okay because we've got a 13, so after this next battle, we're going to be rich. I'm going to upgrade my dogs to have 1 more division, but also more life because they're pretty weak. But we're actually going to add more life again. They're actually pretty durable at this point. They got a big HP increase. I'm going to get another division of my medium skeletons as well. From here, we only have 2 choices. We're going to take the one that's difficulty easy because we need to pile up those resources. Our army composition, of course, is going to be dogs and skeletons. So there's the 2 buildings. We want to definitely destroy both of those if we can. So that's always going to be the trick, trying to divide resources properly. But we have 4 divisions of dogs and skeletons. So I think we're going to go regular guys and dogs. And then on the second lane, same thing, skeletons and then dogs. That's hopefully going to be enough to push into both of the buildings through their defenses. So far, so good. I don't know how to use my shield spell at the moment. Oh yeah, it's down here. So if we use that, that's going to help to absorb a shot. So that's going to help protect. The dogs come through afterwards. So I think we're pretty easily going to destroy both buildings here because the dogs hit the skeletons just at the right time. Okay, that building's destroyed. We'll take extra units. And this building's also very destroyed. We'll take extra units. So we got lots to work with. We're just going to do the exact same strategy. Skeletons and then dogs. The wave has started and I unlocked a spell. Yeah, we already know how the spell works. We're going to use that real quick just so they can get to the next shot nice and quickly. The skeletons are moving along adequately fast. The dogs can definitely take a lot more damage than they used to too. We'll still lose 1 or 2 along the way, but once they mix into the crowd of things, they'll be better. I should also wait to use my shield because it touches everything on the battlefield, but I think we pretty thoroughly destroyed this one. Made that look easy. We got like 2,000 units through their borders. That's another dancing skeleton, 3-star victory. 18 of those, 18 of those. Next, we're going to take Emaciated. That gives me a light troop type. I think that's a combination somewhere between the dog and the skeleton. Next, I'm going to spend simply 2 points, giving my skeleton just a little more HP, and then another 4 points on top of that. So now they're at 51 HP, which is a pretty big increase on where they were. As for these light skeletons, same thing. They need more life. We also need more of them because we can actually summon a lot of them. Now the choice between more life or more units, we'll take more units. I've held still for a week to try and build up more resources, and my original place got taken back over, so we're going to go take it back over again. I'm not even going to bring my new units in because we know we don't need them. We've already defeated these idiots. So the bottom lane, we're just going to double down on dogs because they're going to be the fastest, and off they go. I'm going to build up the shields right now just because they won't be able to take out any of the dogs, I think, if I do that. So we're going to get every one of those straight in there. And then we're going to do our winning strategy of skeletons followed by dogs and skeletons followed by dogs. We're going to do this one on 4 times speed because I think we already know the outcome. We're going to put the shields up as soon as the dogs start to spawn in just to give everyone a maximum chance. They'll all take 1 extra hit before they start taking damage. Look at them go. They're like ants. And I think that's a pretty easy 3-star victory considering we have upgraded units. And that's just all the more resources for us to further upgrade our units. With our extra points, we get 1 more card. You get 1 more card so you can summon 1 more troop into battle. Now we're going to spend 6 points bringing 1 more Emaciated skeleton in, and we're going to give them more HP, and then we're going to make them 1 more again, so we can just get a horde of those. And then we're going to set our sights on this province, which is easy. And now I can bring 3 types of units in. Well, the enemy defenses are getting a lot different. We've got 3 buildings we can take over. The first one should be really easy to get into. Like, only one of the towers can actually hurt my units, so I'm only going to send like 1 unit of dogs in. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do dogs. We're going to do the Emaciated because they have big numbers. Just to be sure we get the 6 in there that we need. They should be able to take a little bit of damage because I have upgraded their health. That one, yeah, they couldn't even take out 1 before they're all getting in there. So this was hopefully a good strategy. Yep, there's 6 out of 6 already. So we're going to get like 10 out of 6. We can add a lot more units. I think we lose speed on maybe the emaciated. I can't remember which unit that is. Doesn't matter. We'll just take extra units without any downside. Now we have a choice between the bottom lane, which simply goes to here, or the top lane where the units have to go all the way around. And they actually wind up here anyway, so I've got to send some around the long way on this wave. We're just going to stick with the top lane to start. We're going to put it on high speed because we don't want to wait. As soon as we get in there a little bit, we are going to put the shield on so everything can absorb a single hit. And hopefully enough of these things get in there. Yeah, we're going to start getting into their buildings. So is that 8 units? We might have the full that we needed. Oh, that was actually the victory condition. I didn't realize that. I thought they had to get down to here. That's okay. 20 and 20. Easy. Next, we're going to get the Great Horde. The emaciated, they double in amount, but they have 40% less HP. We can increase their HP, and we already have a lot of them. We're going to increase the amount of divisions they have several times over, because I feel like those are going to start to come in handy. We're actually running out of things that we can't even upgrade, so our main skeletons are going to get an upgrade in HP. Now it's time for a medium campaign level. So we got 3 different routes we can pick from here. We got a windmill up top, a windmill on the bottom we want. Probably also this tomb thing. So we need to try and devise a strategy on how to get this done. For starters, I think we're going to go down lane 2 to try and get to this tomb thing. So we're going to start with maybe some emaciated and then some regular skeletons. The bottom lane is going to be regular skeletons plus some dogs. They should be able to make it to that windmill that hopefully takes out those 2. The top lane has got quite a bit of defense along it, but everyone should sort of absorb for each other. So we're going to send some emaciated and some regular units. In my brain, this all works out perfectly well. So that means in reality, it's going to be perfectly well as well. So before things start actually dying, we're going to turn on some shields. But a little bit of shield is going to save a lot of different things, a lot of different trouble. There's overwhelming numbers going everywhere, really. So I think everything's going to walk through the defense, mostly based on numbers. Things are dying up here a little bit, but things are getting in here. How many we got? That's 3, that's 4. Okay, that one's almost ready to go. That's fine. The tomb here should be overrun. That's easily going to get to 8. We might even get some in the end zone because emaciated we have so many of. These guys didn't make it yet. Can we turn the shield on again? Oh, we can do it again. I didn't know that. So we're going to get extra units. And I clearly need to be a little bit more strategic. We only got 1 in there. We got 4 down in there. After that, they're going to a buzzsaw. Bottom lane, I'm going to push through with emaciated. Center lane's going to be our victory success. I'm going to give up trying to get to that one. I think it's just going to be too much for our current army. But we are still going to go with medium followed by dogs. Top lane is maybe just going to be double dogs just to distract the beginners a little bit, just so things can spread out the damage. And we still have a fleeting hope of getting this one. Ooh, we need some good success here. We're going to turn the shields on once more things get in the battlefield, just to protect things a little further, like now. Now, yeah, we're maybe going to get this windmill this time. Yep, we got that. Bottom windmill should also be ours. There's 1. I didn't realize they had a catapult. 2. Oh, we should have sent more of those down the center route. We might already have our victory condition though. I was mostly watching the windmill that we're grossly outnumbering. Did we win, or did we still need to send more units into the middle? So we'll take a few more squadrons there, and yeah, that was our victory anyway. We got both the windmills and the victory. That's a big one for us. Huge amount of points. Okay, next we're going to take this, because it's the only thing we can currently afford. They're getting expensive. You get an extra space to be able to summon 1 more troop per route in the wave. That's huge. With our remaining, with our 43 upgrade points, we're going to upgrade our regular skeletons' life, so they're getting really strong. And we're going to upgrade their speed just a little bit. That's not going to make a huge difference, but overall it will make a difference. Okay, this is now considered a medium difficulty with 4 buildings. We'll go ahead and take that on with our 3 beautiful units. So it looks like the victory condition is going to be 8 units to the very end. We got a windmill on the center route. There's 2 buildings on the center route we definitely want. So this time we've only got 2 lanes, but we can put 3 different waves of units on each lane. We're probably going to need these buildings to be able to summon more lane waves. I think the bottom lane is actually going to split, so we'll maybe just go tanks and then emaciated behind them, and then dogs behind that, and they'll hopefully group up together enough to overwhelm. And I'll probably do the same thing up top, our tanky units, the emaciated, and then dogs behind that. And then we'll see how that goes. We can just overwhelm things with the emaciated if we need be, because they are so big. I know a lot of units are going to go straight to the windmill, but that's going to be to our benefit. Here come the emaciated. They're not going to take a lot of damage. I just wanted to save that very first one. Probably could have saved the shield, but we'll get our extra units because of that. We'll pick up the speed a little bit just to see how this plays out. Oh yeah, we're going to lose so many right into the windmill. I forgot they don't go past it. But that's perfectly fine. I think we're still going to be able to do this. There's a lot of emaciated coming through. We can put the shield back on if we want. Then we're hopefully going to get at least 1 more of those through. Maybe we won't. Oh, he just got him. So now that the windmill's burned, now it opens up the bottom lane. That makes more sense. I get how this works now. So top lane, let's just do a similar thing. Not dogs. We want tanks, emaciated. Maybe let's go double emaciated behind. I think they can push through. Bottom lane, tanks, and let's go emaciated and then dogs. And then middle lane, we want to get this tower if we can. So we're going to go double emaciated and then dogs. We'll put the shield on probably pretty early because it regenerates anyway. And that absorbing one hit is actually really, really, really big. So we just need one more unit to get in there, and then that's going to be a success up there. This next windmill is quickly going to be overrun. Their tower is overrun, so we get more units and more units there. So now, yeah, we definitely need to just look at what lane is doing the best. Maybe the middle, but they've got a long ways to go to get past all these more units here as well. I think I might actually send things straight down the middle. It's sort of the shortest route for things to get to the end. We don't have any emaciated to work with, but I do have 2 tanks and 1 layer of dogs. Maybe we'll just send the dogs out down the bottom lane just because we can, and they might just distract a few of the archers at the beginning if they pop out right away. I don't really know, so we're just going to let them go. The wave has started. We're going to put the shield up right away. Wow, those dogs are so quick. Those dogs might actually, yeah, those dogs are running straight down that lane and all the way in. So we got part of the victory condition already. The shield is up again, so that's hopefully going to let them get just a little bit further. Those dogs are so quick now. Yeah, those things are making it in. That's an easy victory. And that's a 3-star victory, 24 and 42 points. Things are getting so expensive though, I can't afford any of the next upgrades, which are very, very strong. Increasing the speed of the dogs would hardly do anything. I think I'm actually going to save up my points right now because nothing here is really worth it. What we are going to do is skip a week. We see if anything rebels. We can go take this over easy again for even more upgrade points. With our upgraded troops, this battle is almost too easy. Like, I didn't have to do anything. All our little idiots are making their way into that tent. So this is just free upgrade points for us. We're going to get what's called a healing spell. Create an area that constantly heals troops it runs over it. We basically place that beside a dangerous tower, and it should undo the tower. Now we need to take on Grandisa, which is hard. The only other option is this one, which is extreme. We're going to stick to hard. This is a little bit overwhelming just to look at. But there's a building here, which is 0 out of I don't know how many. 8. There's also like a barricade here we might have to put a healing spell down on. That way everyone doesn't die right away. There's just a lot of different buildings going on. Whatever the case, victory condition is 8 people all the way to the upper right. So to begin, we're going to try and get 6 in here. I believe lane 1 is going to go, lane 1 is the one that goes straight in. We're going to go skeletons followed by these guys. That should be more than enough to get the 6. So the other lane then, they also don't have to go that far to get in there. So I'm maybe going to use dogs and these guys. And I think that's actually going to be enough to begin to get in there. We're going to put the shields on right away, and the healing spell is going to go right here. Not sure. Okay, there's a catapult that can reach that. Didn't realize that. Hopefully we get another shield so enough units can make it in. Looks like they're going to. So far this is a pretty good strategy. This one's already complete and this one's already complete. We did that with only 2 waves, but now we also know the catapult's a problem. That also opened up 2 more lanes. That one's going to go right past the catapult into there. I feel like that's a valuable building, but that's going to be really hard to bust through. So we're going to go maybe 2 units of medium on that, followed by the dogs so they can get in there real quick. Unit 4 is going to go down below. They shouldn't have it as tough, so I'm actually going to go double dog plus these guys. Unit 2 is also not that bad. I got to be careful what I use because we're not going to have unlimited units here. We're going to go 2 of those and those. And then on lane 1, we're going to go all toughness and that guy. And we're going to zoom out to watch this one unfold. We're going to put the shields up right away. I'm going to put some heals down maybe here. Then, okay, so far so good. Everything is getting in. We need sort of all these buildings victory conditions so we have more units. We got that one, we got that one. We got the one below, and I think we're going to get the expensive one. Okay, we got that as well. That gave us the good units. And given how much we're pushing through here, I think we're going to be okay for the victory condition next round. Especially the top 2. These 2 would absolutely overwhelm. These light soldiers are actually really, really good at overwhelming single defenses. AoE is going to be a problem, single defenses not so much. So on that lane, we're just going 3 of those. The top lane then, we are going to go... it's hard to see how many of these we have. Okay, those and then 2 layers of dogs, and that should be it. We're going to start the battle, and we're going to put the shield on almost immediately. Those guys are going the wrong way. I didn't want them to take that lane. This might not go as well as we planned then. So far the top lane, they're not going to take much. They start taking damage here, so we're going to start healing them there. That might be bad placement in hindsight. I think we're going to overwhelm them regardless. sort of by happy accident, units are starting to bust through, and I think that's a trend that's likely going to continue anyway. They're like lemmings. So yeah, we even still accidentally winning. There's enough in, we've won. And that's a 3-star victory. That should be a great deal of reward points. That's 90 of them, plus 72 of those. It looks like we then get to admire a good work of having killed every single person in this empire. So we're going to take one more card for 50 points, and next we get a healing mill. Creates an area that constantly heals once we destroy a mill. No, we still don't have any of the new types of upgrade points, and that's okay because I think we're going to unlock new units that we'll be able to spend our basic points on. I don't know if I want to take on the extreme level yet because it's still extreme. That's relative to my strength. So we're going to go for a medium one down here, and we'll get some new upgrade points, and then extreme will become easier. This seems a lot calmer than the last one did. There's only 2 lanes. We got to get 8 idiots into the wood cabin and 8 idiots into the windmill, and there's not really that much protecting them. So let's go skeleton plus these weird guys. That's honestly probably enough, depending on what this guy has for weapons. He's got like a super soaker. Bottom lane's a similar thing, so we're going to put tanks in them. These guys, we're not going to use any dogs to start. I think that's more than enough to bust through this, especially if we put a little bit of shield on once the stronger guys start to show up, or there's weaker guys rather. Kind of mistimed that, but that's fine. We're just going to have overwhelming numbers to get through. That windmill's not quite burned yet, but it will be quite soon. Those two are going to make it through. Oh yeah, that windmill's long since done. Doing that, we got more health for everyone, and that's just more units. So the bottom route's going to be tanks, followed by numbers, followed by speedy dogs, and you know what? We're going to do exactly the same up top. Tanks, numerous units, speedy dogs. I didn't even remember to do the healing thing yet. So we're going to do the healing thing, I don't know, right here where everyone's got to conjoin again. We're going to put the shields on at this point, because they're going to take a lot of damage here, actually. Did my healing spell wear off already? It only lasts so long. Well, that's kind of rough. It does heal a lot, though, so everyone gets a good boost before getting turned into a pincushion at this section. More shields, more heals. Doing this in 4 times is actually hard, because it's hard to react to everything. I think we've already won, though, to be honest, so it's not really going to matter what we do anymore. Shields on, those go there, but that's a victory for us. 3-star victory, we finally got 24 of the wooden bullets. So I'm going to increase my regular skeletons. They're currently what I'm calling my tank. They're going to have a lot more units. They need more different unit again to upgrade a blade squirrel, but they are going to get more HP because more HP is very important. Divisions are important as well, but more HP again. The number of dogs is also going to go up by 1. Dogs are just really, really powerful. The 3 fields has no drop too hard from extreme. It's got 4 buildings on it, so I think we're going to take out Half Moon first. It's hard, but only 2 buildings. Yeah, it's just less for my brain to worry about. Before getting to that, I realized we can actually get the standard bearer already. We can afford that. Carries the standard of the Lich army, motivating the troops around him to go faster. So now we can bring 4 types of units in. The Lich is just there to make everyone else go a little faster. But now that I think about it, we've got all these basic upgrade points, so we can definitely get more divisions out of him. And we could definitely give him more health because it's going to be important he stays alive a long time. His speed is also going to be pretty important, so we're going to give him a pretty good upgrade there as much as we can, and yeah, he's basically maxed out for everything we want. Okay, it's another 2 simple lanes. The first lane is going to be pretty well overrun pretty quickly. We can probably just send 2 squadrons of these idiots in. Number 2 is going to be harder to overrun, so I'm going to go medium-sized idiot, maybe the Lich, because they're similar speed to them, and then maybe actually some dogs can make it all the way in there. Yeah, with the amount of dogs we're summoning at this point, that should be fine. I think the Liches are going to go well with the mediums because they're going to move at a similar speed, and similar speed is going to be to their benefit. We're going to pop these shields out once the units start to get a little bit low on HP, just for maximum, hopefully, effectiveness. That's good enough for me. We're going to heal that one up. And let everyone keep walking in. Okay, that building's going to be overrun very quickly. We've got a Lich on the battlefield already. We're going to try and keep him alive if we can, personally. Never mind, he's dead. Starting to lose units here. We're going to put some shield on, and we're going to put up to 4 times speed. 1 more dog got in. We were 1 dog shy on that one. So top lane's going to be skeleton, overwhelming guy. Bottom lane, it can just actually be 3 dogs because they're sure to get in there. And then we'll see how this plays out. 4 times speed. Shields are on, heals are on for some of the dogs. So that should hopefully be pretty good. They're going to keep running. Top lane's not going to make it in. We're going to put a little more shields on as soon as we can. And we're going to try and give everyone some heals. The healing church thing would be nice right now. I don't really have the luxury of doing that right now, though. Okay, so we're going to have to rethink our strategy for this final wave because we're not doing it as it is. So bottom wave's going to be Lich plus medium plus the Horde. The top wave is going to be medium plus lich plus the horde again. They'll all bunch up together and hopefully the lich will boost them all. That's my plan and I'm sticking to it. We're going to put the shield. Okay, the lich got way out ahead of everyone. That was dumb. Okay, so lich was a bad idea there. We're going to put some heals there to hopefully heal them up. We're going to put some shields on as soon as we can. Okay, the lich is running by himself and getting destroyed. We did get 2 units in, so that's a good start. We only need to get 1 more in, so that's also kind of optimistic. We just need to make everyone... whoops, I put that healing in absolutely the wrong spot. Hopefully overwhelming numbers help me here. Okay, that didn't work out, so putting a lich out front doesn't work. 2 dogs plus the lich is going to have to be as good as it gets. So that's fine, hopefully that works. We're going to shield up the dogs. We're going to heal the dogs right about here so they have a fighting chance of getting through. We only need 1 dog to make it in. Okay, it turns out dogs are still overpowered. We actually got away with that. Done. And that's a 3-star victory, 24 and 24. Since the dogs are doing so good, we're going to increase the number of divisions, but also their health. Those dogs are really able to just run through everything. Also, these guys too, we might as well give them more numbers. Their numbers are huge for us. More HP so they can bust through even more. And 1 more division. I'm going to go through a week and we're going to get a rebellion that we can easily put back down just because I want a little more resources. Given the state of our units at this point, we can absolutely run over this map. Especially if the enemy doesn't have any AoE, they can only get like 1 shot on these light guys and then they're just going to run right on past because they're so fast. Pretty sure we're fulfilling the victory condition. We just ran 10,000 troops through their borders. I really just wanted the healing mill because of that. Now we can take on the final bastion of Campina and completely destroy them once and for all. So to begin, we only have 1 lane. We're just going to march units into there. Since we only need 6 of them, we'll give our most numerous unit and we'll let them go in. Because I think that's as easy as it sounds. Speed 4, they don't get any attacks. They just go straight in there. Okay. This is an interesting trade-off. We can get extra speed for 2 of my units, but summoning time drops. I don't think summoning time matters, so let's grab that. So next we just need to march 6 units into here. So again, we're just going to go like 1 of you. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's put our tanks in first and then you. I think that's actually going to be enough to get past these guys fairly easily. Because that's only 2 crossbows and those are both AoE. Yeah, so this won't be a problem at all. They might do a little more damage to these guys, but this building is basically already done. I don't even need to use shields really. Maybe I do. Some shields will let some of these guys get through, and then that's it. 2 buildings done. Again, summoning time is slower, but speed is up. Now, if we want the rest of the buildings, we've got to continue down lane 1 past all sorts of nightmares. I think these maybe make healing zones now. I definitely want these, though. That's a lot of spikes for everyone to run over, however. So lane 3 is going for the tomb thing. I've got plenty of units so far, so I'm going to go tanks, dogs, and numbers, and I think we're easily going to get into that. Lane 4, I do want this windmill. That's not too bad to get to, so as long as I got some tanks and probably some numbers. I don't really like the lich anymore, but we'll send some dogs down below too. So we just want these 2 objectives this turn. If we can get that, I'll feel pretty good. I'm going to put shields on. I'm going to put heals right here because people tend to take damage. There would have probably been smarter, but that's okay. We're getting the tomb fairly quickly. Okay, the tomb is done. Now we need this windmill. So the dogs are coming out. We're going to throw some heals down here. That AoE definitely hurts, but we got the windmills, so extra units for us. Plus, units have lots of speed, and this will give us a good idea of how many units can make it to here. We shouldn't throw strong units down past AoE, or quick units rather. And now we can sort of go for broke. As long as we get 8 units in there, we're fine. So lane 1 is going to be the one that's going to push for victory. Lane 2 rather. And as long as they got some toughness there, I think they're okay. So we're going to have those followed by 2 layers of dogs. The dogs should be able to bust through. I accidentally pressed go. I was going to set up another lane, but that's just going to have to be fine. We're going to set up some heals right there. We're going to set up some shields. I think we're going to get the victory lane no matter what, thanks to my super speed dogs. We didn't even touch those buildings, which is unfortunate, but I misclicked. But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure one day they're going to rebel, and then we're going to be able to take this over again with the buildings. And we'll conquer the rest of the world next time.